shit.
Us. Oh,
I'll be
I'm
in the
black.
existential
I'm
crisis
black.
every day I go to
Nobody
work.
gives
Like,
a
damn,
fuck
I
about
have to hear
that.
this shit.
Kill that
Really
shit.
don't want to hear this shit at
Either you
all.
got a good
This shit
business or
is
you don't.
disgusting to me. I have to hear
All that shit
this
don't nobody
fucking
want to hear that
nigga
shit.
here.
That's a hustle. Support me because I got a black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material on your shit good? Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people? No, I support consistency, baby. Yeah. Well, fuck about what color you is. I'm gonna spend my money. That paper, I'm gonna spend them millions where the fuck I want to spend it at. Whether it's Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do while I'm here. But I'm gonna tell you one thing, I ain't gonna be finessed off some black shit. But one thing about it, 70% of you motherfuckers is not going to make it. I'm not no motherfucking fake ass motivational speaker that talk this dumb shit. I'm the #1 nigga in the country. You know why? Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary. I make millions, and I make millionaires, baby. You understand me? I come from the ghetto.
So the funniest thing in the world is you going on your rant about something completely different. Right after the show. So I don't really know how to even go into this. But do you want to talk
Just
about the
go ahead into it, nigga shit.
you want to talk about
Nah,
the
we can just
video?
go into it, nigga shit.
That
The
nigga was
fucking
going.
no. Let's go into the vid, nigga. Let's go into the vid, nigga. Let's go. Shit. This the Podnas, motherfucker.
That nigga there. But shit, y'all saw the vid, man. I just wanted to get y'all take on that video, man. I saw it. I saw it like kind of splitting a lot of people on the internet. So I just wanted to see what y'all thoughts was. Your thoughts. I don't know.
What was he supposed to talk about?
I don't know. The context that I got was that he was at a some type of convention or conference for entrepreneurs, and he was speaking directly to like business owners, restaurant owners, people who was like owning businesses and starting businesses, and he was giving them like kind of advice on that. But that's the only context that I have, and I have the context of people having their opinions on what he said. But yeah, just your thoughts on what he said.
And a lot of it, I mean, he was kind of right about it. Like, not everybody's going to make it. And this, that, the third. It's just that when he started talking about, I'm the #1 nigga in America and shit like that, that's when he kind of went a little. What that got to do? Nigga, like that, okay. Pat yourself on the back, nigga. You made it out of jail. You shouldn't have been there in the first place. I think after a while the ego play a lot in people's success and downfall.
Okay, say more.
How I say, like, you need your ego for like a self-preservation reason, so you can understand the value of yourself and not put yourself in I say compromising situations or whatever.
Okay.
If you don't have an ego or whatever, and like in situations, you might put yourself thinking that you're doing the right thing, put yourself in a situation you shouldn't have been in the first place. I myself know this from experience in general. Like you could call yourself being nice and then just find yourself in some bullshit or whatever. But at the same time, your ego can have blind you a lot of times, and blind you to your faults, blind you to. I mean, it's a high. It's kind of a high that you have or whatever with the ego or whatever when you feel like you can't be touched and this, that, and the third. But it's just that feeling itself that can also blind you, because right when you feel like you can't be touched, somebody's right there to. Damn, I can't say this in a way that doesn't sound. But you know what I'm fucking saying. I just
It
don't
was
want to
just
say.
the corner I watched you paint yourself into. I just was like, okay, I ain't gonna get
Yeah,
on
yeah. I
this.
don't. I don't want to say.
All good. I get your gist though.
Happy 420, everybody.
Face, what was your thoughts on the vid, man? What did you think about what Wallow had to say?
Man, I really don't be listening to Wallow. You should be saying, but me personally, I don't believe in supporting the business just because it's black myself. Um, you just gotta have good business. But as far as what he said, I agree with Pat. Yeah, I have to totally agree with Pat.
Okay. Hey, I definitely had a. I don't know if it's a different take on Face, but just I guess a different perspective on it. I didn't really his talking about himself didn't really touch me that much. It was more about what he was saying to those people. And as a person who's been to the wing restaurant that the black people open up, and you get the wing that's size of a damn bottle cap and shit, and they talking about it's
Mm,
a 10 piece, but it's really like a 2 piece when you add up all the fucking meat that you actually add and shit. Like I know what it's like, or you go to the new restaurant and everybody done talk about it, but you get there and you ain't worried about the wait because all restaurants got to wait in Atlanta, but they get
yeah.
talking crazy. The food ain't even that up to par when you get to it, and and you supposed to keep supporting it because it's black. Like I get that. Like I think that's a big. I think black people in general have an issue when it comes to the hookup mentality, the mentality of I'm black, so other black people should support me and roll with me and back up what I say and do what I agree with me because I'm black. If I'm wrong, black people shouldn't be the one to say nothing. Y'all should just support. No, man. Like I think that's to our detriment. I really do feel like we got to get to the point where like it's okay if anybody should critique us, if anybody should tell us we ain't shit and we need to get our act together, it should be a brother or a sister. It should be somebody that I would say come from our community and understands what it's like and what we going through, because they gonna be telling it to us from a place of not of condemnation, but of, hey man, look, man, we can be better than we. I know you can do better than this. Tighten up. And I get tired of hearing us like make that excuse of well, I'm black, support black business. Is your business good? Don't sell me no Gildan t-shirt that you done screen printed your little name on, and that shit gonna wash off after 2 washes, and you talking about I should support it. That's not quality. Why would I give you that? I could just go to the store, buy a Gildan t-shirt, and print my own damn name on there. Like, I really do agree with him on that, man. I think that a lot of our problem is we don't like to be called out on our problem. There's a lack
Mm-hmm.
there's a lack of self-awareness. That shit hurt when somebody tell you that, oh, you're not acting up to par. You're acting ratchet, or you're not living up to your potential, or you fucking up, or you wilding, or you tripping. Like we get mad at that stuff, and I watch it across the board in all different facets, not even just entrepreneurialism. Like when I watch just on a day to day basis, you'll watch somebody at a bullshit ass job, McDonald's or something. They coworker be like, "Hey man, yo, old boy there asleep, man. Why you snitching? Why are you asleep at work?"
Mm-hmm.
And these is your black coworker and your black boss telling you to get your shit in line, and you mad at them. No, get your shit in line. Cause the white man was in here, you be up there. Yes, sir, boss. Okay, boss. I got you, boss. You be hop, skipping, and jumping across that motherfucker. So like, I think the lack
I
of
feel
self awareness in black people leads us to focus on we'll like and a lot of people gonna miss what he's saying in that video because they gonna catch the part at the end when he gets into himself. But I think the
mm-hmm.
message in him saying like I'm a millionaire nigga, like I came from the bottom. I ain't telling you from a place of silver spoon or me coming from a privilege. I'm telling you like I got it out the mud. What I'm telling you is solid because I had to do it myself. My success is the evidence of me. What I'm telling you is true, and this is what you got to do. You feel what I'm saying? So I think is we gotta be willing to take feedback, man. And I saw last call said you talking about tears. Hey, I do have a huge ego, but I think the difference between me and, or at least in my opinion, the difference between me and other people with ego is I'm aware of it. I know that I can be cocky and arrogant, which is why I have to be really self-aware and be reflective and be willing to come back to moments. And if I was wrong in that moment because of ego, come back and make that apology or make it right with people. Like I can't just stand on. So I'm egotistical, true. I'm just not a narcissist. Like I don't think that I'm above others or that the world revolves around me, and I recognize that in my moments, so I can be a jackass. I think the problem with when what Wallow is talking about when we talk about the black community as a whole, a lot of these business owners and people who are out here representing us, they don't have that self awareness to be able to be told and have their coattails pulled and be like, "Hey man, you're being a jackass," and accept it.
Mm-hmm.
They double down on the being a jerk or their ego and be like, "No, I'm right. Y'all should fuck with me because I'm black." No, fuck your blackness. You a dick. You just a black dick. You still a dick. Like what we talking about? So I think, man, we gotta. Hey, man. Hey, Kim. I'm gonna tell you, man. With the weeds, I got us. I can help you with that. But if you got some snakes, I got your back, man. I'm out here cutting grass and killing snakes, man. We chopping them down this season. Um, but yeah, man. Definitely just wanted to get y'all takes on
This
that,
my
man,
thing.
and up the internet. So, oh, go
One
ahead.
more. I got one more thing about this shit. Like just about black business and black people in general. Look at it like this. You want me to fuck with your business just because you black. Is the opposite of somebody not fucking with your business just because you black. How about we just focus on the business and not you being anything?
Yeah.
Because you want me to do it your way is just as bad as them doing it their way. You reversing the shit ain't don't make it no better. Just improve your business ethic. That's it. If you
100.
need some answers, ask a motherfucker. I still go by the each one teach one shit. So if you really trying to do your business thing, ask another motherfucking black business owner some questions. A successful black business owner some questions. Don't even stick to black business. Just ask another business owner that's successful some shit to improve on your shit.
100.
Do that
It's
first.
you don't want a business. You don't want your business to be successful because it's black. Like you, like if it's successful because it's black, how long is it going to be successful?
100.
Especially
It's
since
only gonna be a niche thing. It's gonna be a niche thing till motherfuckers
it's
get tired of
gonna
supporting your niche thing.
it's just going to be a trendy thing for a moment or whatever, and you might actually get more than just black people up there just off of the sense of some white person want to be around something that's black, whatnot. But you don't want to just have a business just as successful off of it being uh, just a different minority in general, because that's just going to be it's going to turn that into um either going to turn that into a stereotype or something like that. Like it's not going to be beneficial, like in the long run.
100. 100. And I think that goes back again to what Wallow exactly was saying. Like we have to stop focusing on the blackness of everything and focus on the quality of shit. Like let's get back to having substance. Everything black people are the most commoditized and copied people on earth. And it's not any of the things that are commoditized and copied that we just bullshit at. It's all things that we are masters and skilled craftsmen at, and we've perfected the art of these things, and that's why they are so coveted throughout the world. So let's take that same approach in everyday life and in business, and just be better. And with that being said, man, that's gonna lead us actually into our first topic. So let's do this shit.
I am hustling, moving day, every day.
Welcome to the Podnas with Face, Pat, and Tiz.
Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the fucking boss.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the
I'm
Podnas,
the
a show
fucking ball.
rated by distance, connected by brotherhood, having weekly conversations that you can join in on. As always, on 1/3 of the Podnas, it's your boy Tiz, and I'm along with.
This the other third of the partners, man. It's the Padawan here. Happy 420 weekend, everybody, and along with
Yeah, it's me facing the place. You know who it is, what it is. Still got this big ass can of bear mace.
Is the baby hitting the weed?
Daddy
Somebody got
Daycare.
Oh no.
baby. God damn, the baby.
Daddy
Wow.
Daycare.
Oh, get
She just
what
spoiled the shit.
What is happening?
She just spoiled this shit.
Oh, okay. Oh Lord, Daddy, give a hug. Just kiss her one time. Let her know you're there,
Where? Where?
baby. He know he hear you. I don't know why he acting like that. He got that ego.
Maybe she was singing. Damn.
Oh, that's Daddy Daycare. That's face over there, Kim. Baby's crying in the background like Aaliyah beats.
Mm-hmm. Damn right.
Oh man, but anyway, man, that gets me to our first topic, man. Kind of getting off of the last one and going to this one, man. I'm noticing a lot of another place that black business or a business that involves a lot of black people that are struggling is the podcast industry, man. I'm watching Adam 22 go through his financial struggles with his company, and he employs 98% black people. And then you got Math Hoffa having his struggles with his podcast. So yeah, man. I wanted to kind of get y'all thoughts on the Math Hoffa situation if y'all were up on it, but also I have a Tiz top three based around hip hop slash black podcast. Um, so the top three is Tiz's top three. The top three hip hop or black podcast moments that ended or led to the end of said podcast. So like I feel like these things keep happening. It's almost like a cycle. Like every 3-4 months, the next black or hip hop podcast finds its way into bankruptcy or into breaking up for whatever reasons. And we've seen it happen for so many different reasons. So what are y'all top three moments that have led or kind of was precursor to one of these podcasts and what was the podcast that ended?
We all gonna say one.
Well,
Yeah. You know
It's
we're
one.
gonna
It's
my first
all
one.
gonna say.
My first one is when the first, not the first, not even the first two, but when the second two co-hosts left off the Mad Papa jump, was Esso and what's the other dude's name? Heineken, yeah. When
Mhm.
they left off, I feel like that was the catalyst to it going downhill. He struggled to try to keep it at a plateau. He had his rises and his falls, but I feel like that right there just pushed the rock off the edge, and he slowly just rolled downhill to the rock couldn't stop.
Mhm. 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 Pat.
Um, the most obvious one is Rory and Maul. I think that kind of goes without saying, but
What was
I
the
think
moment that you point to with them though? Because it was like a bit, it was like so many different things that you could point to with that. What was the moment that you feel is like that was there?
it
Yep, there.
was like, all right, it was like the beginning of I forgot which year they actually jetted, but it was like the beginning of the year. It seemed like slowly, like they would get into more like individual fights on topics and shit. And then it was, um, I think it was Rory saying something. Rory was like, "Oh, we friends? Oh, I thought we were just bit. Are we friends?" It was Rory saying that. That it
Mm.
was like, And then
I remember Joe was like, "No, the fuck," or some shit like it was like some asshole comment to it.
yeah, it was just an asshole response. And then goddamn after that, it was like then they when motherfuckers was not showing up, like when Rory didn't show up at the that episode that one day, it kind of just became obvious right then and there, and just how Maul just acted the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ma was a quiet bystander for a lot of that last few months. He was just kind of back there, like, yeah, fuck this shit. You can see him with his grumpy old man vibes.
hmm It is like the thing about it though, as like the months progress and they started to get their own show, and you starting to see how Maul really is about his opinions of certain things and stuff like that, and to see how animated he is on his own show compared to what it is on Joe Button. I kind of start giving more grace to Joe Button in the situation. Like
Okay.
it just seemed like I don't know. It just starts showing things start showing it ugly. Like in the matter of the whole situation, I feel like maybe all three or everybody, all parties involved was they didn't go about it the right way or whatever. But as the months progressed, I also saw how, and at first it seemed like yeah, this is all Joe's fault. You know what I mean? But as the months progressed, I could see how putting myself in everybody's situation, I could see how everybody played a part
Okay.
pretty much because maybe Rory didn't open up his mouth enough, pause, to like say, hey, I'm looking at it like this. Um, you know what I mean? And a lot of things that Joe said, it was like he really couldn't say anything. Like like legally about certain situations or whatever. So that kind of put him in the bind when trying to talk to him about it. And Maul was just pissed off.
Yeah, I think for me, it go back all the way back to the pandemic days, or pre-pandemic days, everyday struggle. Uh,
Mm,
the moment for me is Joe Budden and the Migos getting into the beef and about to fight at the BET Awards, I think it was.
mm,
Um, they had already had a couple of them moments where Joe is like yelling and screaming at people and yelling at Lil Yachty, and he just like real ornery for no reason, and it's always at the detriment of a younger artist. And you could see that shift around that time in general in hip hop culture of like a bunch of new artists coming into the game with a whole different sound and different kind of culture, and the
mm,
old guard kind of standing their ground and like, no, we don't like you. Why are you mumbling? And I feel like Joe became the face of the old nigga that don't want to let go and let the young people do their thing.
mm,
And it also kind of marked a moment of like, all right, so y'all biggest thing is him beefing with young artists. At some point, somebody just gonna get the fight and it's gonna be over anyway. So this ain't sustainable. So you can
mm,
see the writing on the wall of like there has to be another dynamic, or y'all got to get somebody else in here that's a little more cool headed that can have the heated debates, but not be ready to stand up and won't smoke with every artist that come on there. You know what I mean? And then academics after that, his lack of backbone being exposed, and then even more with the Vic Mensa situation, like it was just downhill. But I feel like that moment where you about to fight an artist at a damn interview just because you can't understand what they saying. That's crazy work. So I could see that. Oh yeah, this I get it's a month. Oh this.
mm,
So I think that it was that hubris, and going back to what we started with, that ego of like I gotta make sure they know that I mean business and I'm not about to listen to this shit. I'll show them. And nigga, you about to get your ass whooped by the whole goddamn team with silk shirts on. That's a fucked up ass whooping when niggas kick your ass with hard bottom shoes and silk shirts. Niggas shirts flowing in the breeze as they whoop your ass. Look like a Miami Vice jumping. Hell no. So yeah, that's my first one. Face, what you got next, bar?
Excuse me.
Well,
I'll say my next one comes back to the Math Hoffa shit. When Bigger left, I feel that a lot of people say his perspective. It was real shit.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I feel like he had a perspective that won't need it or want it, but it
nigga,
added like a
no,
little something to it. You feel me? Like
nigga,
I
shut
feel
up,
like
nigga. What the theme was. Stop, nigga. Go
that
ahead, nigga.
nigga added something. He added something to it.
Yeah,
He
mama,
added
my
something to it. I don't know
another
what
sister
he added.
about to
I don't
come
know
out.
what he added. What he added, but he added something.
Damn, man, you. That's I,
And when he left, they ain't had that shit no more.
it was good. They didn't have it. We were happy. Watch my expert opinion on the regular. Hold on. Nigga, that shit was addition by subtraction. Trust me. Thank you. Get that done with this nigga and his motherfucking furs and weird ass glasses looking like
Professional bodyguard.
that nigga look like Alvin. Go get your ass out of here. And you can't hardly talk. You
Oh,
listen
shit.
in front of your mouth. How your tongue big at the back and the front?
Pause.
Oh shit.
The start of the S and the end of the S got a lisp on it. I ain't never heard no shit like that, man. If you don't get your ass out, you like this is like you have to be able to speak clearly to do this. If you don't get your ass by the door and go secure some shit, they're creative
Mm-mm.
play with your head all big. It's like somebody put a cheat code in. Thinking like an NBA Jams character.
Mm-mm.
You don't get your big blocking ass out of here. Nigga name is Bigger. Hey man, come on, man. That shit sound like a cartoon character, man. We knew that nigga wasn't gonna last on the show.
Mm.
Nigga name is Bigger. Pause, nigga. What?
Bigger,
You sitting there
bigger.
full of dudes talking about my name, Bigger. No, nigga, no, it's not. We won't call you that today. What's your name? John, Lester, Jeffrey,
Oh, shit.
Seymour. We ain't gonna call you no goddamn Bigger. I tell you that. Not in my,
I've
not
never
on
met a nigga named Seymour, nigga.
my nigga name Bigger. You're coming there with them damn hotep hats on and shit. Nigga decked out in the finest of James Earl Jones jewels.
Mm-mm.
You gonna get your ass out of here with that lion with diamonds in the eyes. Did you? Zamunda Security.
Oh shit.
Oh,
King Joffrey Joe.
that nigga used to be sitting over there looking crazy as hell. Everybody else in the whole shop look normal as fuck, like it's 2025, and then you just pan to that nigga, and he just over there like, what in the fucking what is this? Is this
He
goddamn
always,
Planet Rock? What is this?
always on guard. Always
Nah,
on guard, nigga. Always on guard.
nothing. Every time I see the nigga pop lock. Fuck out of here. Bitch, you look like a hieroglyphic. You know you was on the wall and goddamn
Or
Kimmy. The fuck out of here, man. We ain't about to play that game.
niggas on the wall is fucking crazy. That's
Bruh,
it. That's a hieroglyphic.
your name is Bigger. Hold on. Is this who I think it is?
It look like the nigga from Glass.
The great one?
What up? What up? What up?
Ah, still boy, Rodner. What up, my boy?
What's going on?
No, man.
The
Ain't
big
nothing.
bro of the partners.
Y'all three in the corner down at the nose. You blocking my name though.
Hold on, I got you, my guy.
Just
Hold
take
on.
it off real quick. I just want everybody to see my name.
No, I want to make sure people, give you your proper respect. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, I
You
got you.
switch me.
1 second. There you go. Yeah, man. What that nigga said? He see more. Damn. Ah! Hey, and that's still better than bigger.
What's up?
That's all I'm saying.
Oh
We
shit.
that was a plus, but I roll with it. All right, if you say so.
I'm gonna listen and fall back because I don't know much about what y'all talking about. So
It's
I'm
all
just,
good, but if you got some jokes, pop them shits on in
oh,
there, man.
listen,
Jump on in.
man.
Get in where you fit in, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Paul,
Yes, sir. All right.
my bad on that. I ain't mean to disrespect
Nah, you good. You good.
you. But yeah, man. So my next one. Hold on. Oh, it's on pet, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on Patrick.
My first of all, pause on this one, but mine's is no jumper, and at Adam 22, I think the moment that Adam 22 thought he could be a porn star is the reason why that shit has gone downhill from there, because it just seemed like the focus was on hip
Once
hop.
you become a cuckold in front of everybody, nobody gonna respect you enough to care about your voice, especially in hip hop.
That is it, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
nigga. And then
He should have switched his audience.
Then it's the simple fact she picked a nigga that you don't got no choice but to cut. like that.
What do you mean, sir? What do you mean?
Like, Adam 22, his wife is a porn star. She was a porn star before they got married. He got into the marriage knowing that she was a porn star or whatever. Then being that he wanted to keep his wife, they started making porns together, pretty much. Then after that, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't but so much money you can make off of the porn industry if you that fucking other porn stars. So she's about to go back into the porn industry, probably because this motherfucker is running low on money on the low without him really saying anything. And when she goes back into it, she picks pause. But she picks the most obvious, complete opposite of Adam 22. Nigga.
What do you mean by that?
Talk about it, brother.
No, I don't want to because
Expound, please.
It's pause. No, it ain't no expounding. But the simple fact that you use the word expound in the porn situation, pause. Also.
No, like none of this. I'm gonna just say that before we go down the road.
He agrees. He agrees with her going back into the industry and him being the first motherfucker. So you basically said to the entire universe that I'm allowing my wife to get crushed.
You was
probably way better than I ever could.
You ordered.
When you say crushed, was the guy like heavy or something? What do you mean?
No, nigga, no.
Expound. Please expound.
Google, nigga, Google. Okay, I forgot what the guy's name is, but Google. He's like Google.
Describe him. Describe this gentleman.
Hey yo, can we stop? Because after last episode, I don't. It's too much. I can't look.
Google, man, Google.
It's not. Can we?
I'm just trying to be. I'm just trying to be informed. The last thing I want to do is try
to. I'm doing my best right now, man. I'm trying
because I have no idea. I'm not in the loop. I have no idea about this gentleman you speak of, so I'm trying to get
Look,
It's
don't
not,
talking because
you
then I'm gonna
should
say
care about the guy to
that's your
speak of.
problem.
It's the simple fact that fucking Adam 22 allowed to do that shit. Allowed the girl to do the shit. I don't even think he got them at a certain point. It's like one of them damn if you do, damn if you don't situation. If he doesn't allow her to do it, then he's gonna have like all of women saying you're not allowing her to blah 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 and do what she do and shine and all that other shit. If he does allow to do it, now you're a cuck. So, but I think he should have just let them women just call him a misogynist and all that other shit because it's just been downhill since then. His focus hasn't been on that. Majority of the guys that come up to the show, you don't even know who the fuck they are. They be just like random gang members and stuff like that. There's not really any real artists that actually come to the show. He just go to the show and start picking. He just invite motherfuckers he know gonna have a problem on the show, just so he can have that bit of like what do you call it? Controversy, pretty much. I have yet to like it's been a while since I've seen somebody on No Jumper and I actually knew who the fuck they were. Just off bat. Like in general. And I think that's just downfall. His focus hasn't been on the actual podcast that's been his bread and butter, basically.
So, where do you believe his focus is lied on? Has it lied on the fact that his wife's going back to the porn industry, or who she's going to the porn industry with?
I think his focus on he just trying to he's trying to look like the coolest motherfucker ever and end up looking like a lame in the process. That's what it looks
Hmm.
like. It looks like he tries to be Mr. Super Cool guy and he just ends up looking like a lame.
Okay. Okay.
And Kim is right. She got paid to do that.
Pink cookies in a plastic bag, getting crushed by a building.
The simple fact that you picked that. So, and we do not like that rapper.
Oh, that's right. I forgot y'all didn't fuck with L. I forgot that.
Yeah, but we don't.
Come back. I've been here for years.
That's what she said. Don't come back to call it a comeback.
Beef is blue as my head is like a shark fin. Beef is blue as my head is like a shark fin.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to stand up for the old heads. What last caller?
Yes, bro.
It ain't no
You got to
oh,
get
you just
yes, bro.
Yes, bro. Give it to me now.
Yeah,
In the club and beat me up in the back.
Let's go.
Hey,
Let me get you.
everybody ain't meant to make every type of music, man.
Nah, well, I don't think
Hey,
his music didn't translate after a while, but his earlier stuff, I'm with his earlier stuff, but not his
I think we all are, but you know,
thing after
head strong.
the 90s, early mid 90s. Yeah, he was to me. Yeah, you're right.
I like two songs. I like the doing it well. I like that, and I like the I'm gonna love you better.
I'm like a big old butt.
You'll see it too.
Bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair.
Yeah, around the way, girl. You don't like big old butt, booming system.
Nah,
You don't like booming system?
only big old butt I got down to is the old goddamn EU nigga that down doing the butt down,
Hey.
back.
Ow.
I remember that video.
You wanna do the butt?
When
Yeah,
you doing that all night long.
I don't
Oh,
want
Ooh,
to
yeah,
version.
yeah, ow.
Ow. Hey man, can I just say that? I miss when
Walk
people
up the snowman.
could just be randomly making noises and shit. Like it ain't got nothing to do with nothing they talking about. Just ow. Just be grinding and shit at you on the track. Like you can tell the music getting good. Them niggas just start making animal noises. It's like
That would have been me on track because I can't rap, so I'd have just been the hype man. Ow! Row. With it. Bam, bam. Get that nigga.
It go-
You would have been the late '80s takeoff.
Yep.
Just mama. Oh
Damn right.
man. Well, my next okay, because I want to get through this because I want to get to the WrestleMania shit because I feel like we're gonna miss the whole night one fucking around. My next moment that led to the end of a podcast, or you can see like the writing on the wall, uh, is the very first episode of Vlad and Dame Dash's podcast. I think they only had 2 episodes.
I
But
didn't know
just
it
them
existed.
together, I
Didn't know it
just saw that
existed.
the ultimate culture vulture with the ultimate culture vulture caller outer. That was never gonna work. No
They
way,
wait.
no how.
They had a
Like,
podcast.
oh
Hey,
yeah, it was like 2 episodes deep, and then that shit went left because Dane was like, "Man, fuck you," and I ain't working with you.
I wouldn't even think Dane would even entertain that. That's
It
weird.
was like maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Could be less, could be more, but give or take. And they
The money probably
last
look right.
these interviews with Dame. It was like kind of at the beginning of this Dame coming back, and he was beefing with Lee Daniels and a bunch of other niggas
I
over
remember that.
it and all of that. It was like around that time when that was stirring up. It was right before him and Lee had saw each other and squashed the shit. But he had went on like a promo tour. It was somewhere around the same time too that he did that Breakfast Club interview where he was talking about workers versus 95 people versus business
Yeah,
owners, and he was kind of
bosses and all
everybody,
that.
yeah. So around that same time, he was catching flack for that. He did like a couple of interviews with Vlad TV, and then they did a podcast together, and they only had like maybe two episodes, and they were sitting like I remember he was smoking hella joints, and Vlad was sitting there, and I think they was on like couches, and you could tell from the talk like he was real hostile toward Vlad. Everything they was talking about, like he was real hostile from the jump. That like, okay, yeah, this ain't gonna work. He really just want Vlad to shut the fuck up. He don't really like this ain't gonna go well. And you know, Vlad love to talk. So you got a nigga that I'm ready to talk about myself on every question, and
see
another
that?
nigga ready to talk about himself on every question, and they just sitting there looking at each other.
Yeah, I was
See
gonna
the
say I
thing
don't see
about
how.
Vlad, though,
It was the
like he
worst
love to talk,
chemistry ever.
but he don't got no business talking about the shit that he be talking sometimes. That's the only fucking thing about Black Vlad. Like,
No, the,
yeah, I
the
get
only thing about
you
Vlad is
you interested in hip hop and
can't be
stuff
an
like that.
interviewer and keep talking. Shut up.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody
it's just,
about your story
I
about you and the person. Let this nigga talk. You ask him the
like,
question, let him talk.
Yeah,
Shut
and
up.
nobody believes you if nobody believes you. Period.
Cause
Like
you go
if
back
if
and say, hey, I had a binge just like Marlon, and we had a bet and then I got in a fight one time too. Like, shut up.
nobody gives a fuck about you in a fight, like one, we don't even barely know what your face look like.
Oh, we
Pause.
do. And it's not one that we care to keep saying. We good.
Yeah, exactly. It was not one that we care to think that you ever been in any type of street shit at any time in your life. Maybe a bar fight or two. I give it that.
Side note, can I just say this? Some media personalities were meant to be the logo, and that's it.
Amen. Amen.
We don't need you to come from behind the camera all the time. Sometimes you just keep your ass back there and be the little spinning logo in the bottom right hand. We don't really need to know what you look like because y'all be fucking up a whole lot of money. You bring your ugly ass from behind that damn camera and scare the fuck out of all these little kids, and now you lost all your child revenue. You lost the whole 8 to 12 demographic because you ran that damn camera and scared the fuck out of them. Get your ass back in behind the camera.
damn message received. His message received.
No, you good, man.
I'm just
You
messing with
behind the camera, you bring out as avatars like this nigga be.
you. Yeah, I'd rather be yeah. Y'all don't clown me in my actual
You
face.
come
Y'all
up with
clown
the-
my avatars. Yeah.
Yeah. You look like hey. You look like Big Bro when you come through with the regular face, but you come through them avatars, man. That shit get real. I'm telling you, man, get real song of the Southfish. I feel like I need to put on some overalls and call Brer Rabbit, Brer Rabbit, Brer Wolf, Brer Bear.
Wasn't we talking about Vlad anyway? Get back to bitch
Hey,
ass
man.
Vlad.
This ass play.
Oh, listen now. The only person probably more annoying than Vlad interview wise is Nori. He like interrupts. He interrupts so much,
He
and it's
does.
not even like with anything like
You know why I
useful
give
most of the
Nori
time.
a pass?
Because
Nori
he's
is
not
talking
he's
friends.
yeah, he's not a journalist either.
Knows
He's
the people he asked the questions about. He knows he was there at a lot of these situations. He has context. So when he's talking, he's getting excited, like me and you talking, reliving the conversation. I can see that going left because we know so much intimate detail. It's a lot being left out because we just kind of talking over each other, but we get them gaps because I know what you're saying in them seconds when you cutting me off, and you know what I'm saying? With
Like
Vlad, nigga, you won't dare. Them niggas don't like you. You don't know these niggas. Them niggas don't hang with you.
yeah, they just
You
going
set
to
your ass on the internet and then Reddit and read a bunch of information and came in here and over talking these niggas about your watch and your fight and the time you went to Coachella and nigga, shut up. Who gives a fuck about what you did? It has no like at least when Nori tell a story, he can bring it back to and yeah, and then me and Cameron was at this club and we had and he might give you a good story at the end at least.
but I think the only problem I have with like with Nori
I like him.
what Nori does is like there'll be times where somebody's getting into a good story
Oh yeah.
and he'll cut them off and he won't even let them finish that story. It seems like it's going somewhere interesting.
It's them
And
big
he'll
teeth. If you ever notice, he got to go right before he talk. That slob get built up behind them damn veneers
mm,
and get to a point where it's like I either gotta swallow all this spit or I gotta get to talking to release some of this tension. So he just get to saying something. Well, you know, we have to be Beelzebub. Let's take a
and he'll
shot.
put
I,
Make some noise. Like he
what
just gotta
I've
get that
heard
spit out.
with Nori is kind of like you kind of have to expect that with his character. So it's kind of like I don't expect I don't expect the Joe Button interview or a Vlad interview when I'm looking at Nori. I'm when I look at Nori or like if I watch Drake Chaps, I just look at it like these niggas is about to talk shit with each other. I don't ever expect nothing new. If I get some new information and stuff like that, it's all right. But with Drink Champs, I'm like looking at them like these
These niggas
niggas is getting
about to be
fucked up,
old
and I'm going to be
barbershop
entertained by this
talking.
crazy shit that they say out their mouth. Pause.
Yeah, it felt like when you go to the barbershop and you just sitting around all the old niggas watching them talk about bullshit. Like
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
half of
That's
them ain't
exactly
finishing they sentence. They just it's a bunch of giggling and shit. Just like you just expect it just to be a good time. It ain't really like with Vlad. At least you expect an interview, but then that nigga tell you his life story 13 times and about the beef that he got. But this nigga was about to tell us the juiciest story ever about what he about to do, and man. Well, me and Snoop Dogg once met up, and he took me to the club. What? Shut up, Vlad. What the fuck? What that got to do with anything? We don't like you
Nobody
like
cares. Nobody cares. Ain't a person in the
no.
world care about what you went through.
Yeah, but that was my second one, man. Vlad and
It
the
is that
very
ego.
first sentence out of their mouth on the Vlad and Dang Dash podcast.
That's that ego shit again. Like man, some people just need to know their role in the matrix or whatever.
Man,
Like it's certain people other people want to be like.
yeah,
Those are the people that people want to hear from. Vlad, nobody wants to be you.
that's a fact.
That's just real about it. Like I don't expect people to want to be me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
You lame when you rich as fuck and you still dress like a bum. Like you wear the worst of Gucci and Louis, like the worst of the fashions. Like where are you getting this shit from?
that nigga
It's,
wear the
you went
the
to
goddamn
like, give me all
thrift
your
store
shit
of
and
the
let
fashion.
me on before I go on this podcast. Real quick. Like, what the fuck are you
He,
wearing? Like,
he shops at the
Well,
discount
you
rack at Marshalls.
I'd rather you just go to the little store in the mall that be selling the little fake hip hop clothes where you can get like jeans for $10 and go rack it up and come in there at least fresh. At least
He
look like you
shops at
got.
Juan's Wigs.
Oh shit. Boy, you get your clothes from Juan Wig, boy. You you's a
nah,
you's a dirty nigga, boy. I'm trying to
He
tell
gets
you.
his clothes at Food Line.
That
when
is
you
nasty work.
you know you lame when you rich as fuck and nobody want to hear from you ever,
Look, because
ever.
nobody cares
He gets
about
his
you.
clothes from the barbershop.
Man, it, it's it's it gives off the vibes of I've never been cool, but I have money now, so I
He gets
think
his
I'm
clothes from the Five and Dime.
Mm-hmm.
to think I'm cool. Let me show you how much I got money and I can do these things, but I'm still not cool. Like I think people forget that like cool ain't a status symbol or like an aura. It's like it's just who you are. Like if you cool, you gonna be cool, you gonna be poor as fuck, and you gonna still draw people to you and have people wanting to fuck with you.
Right. Cool is it just is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You don't really
it's not something that you define or that you do or that you wear. It's just you. Cause I've seen some of the most bummy dressing dudes that's cool as fuck, and they got aura on 10,000, and they just like when they walk into a room and they just got present. It's just, oh yeah, that nigga in the building, my guy.
yeah,
What's
that
good? That's
yeah,
like you just know. And then you got other people that's rich as fuck, and they come in there moneyed out, and I got this and this, and I've done that, and they still be cornballs, and you're
yeah.
still like
You don't have to try to be that, you know.
you're who people don't
And
realize you're who you were in high school.
yeah,
Before you had whatever you got, that's who you are.
You was who you was when you got here.
Man, your money, your status, your accolades, your friend group, your experience level, your mastery of a skill, whatever, is just icing on the cake. But you still that motherfucker you was in high school. And
damn.
if you was lame then, you still lame. You just know how to do this thing, or you just have this trophy, or you just made this money, or you just wear this outfit, but you still that same nigga. Like when people talk to you, they see through it. It's a reason why people keep moving along and shuffling.
Damn, I was a I was a piece of shit who came in late all the time in high school.
Hey, but who were you as a person?
Damn,
I ain't talking like everybody got flaws and behaviors that they can improve. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about genuinely who you are as a person. Because you got some of the dudes that in high school they got demerits out the ass, or they kept getting written up, but it was for dumb shit. But they was really good dudes. It was just they was the structure of that system didn't fit them. But then they after high school end up shining in some field because they find their niche and they
I was
still
the,
good dudes. People still like them.
I was the socially awkward nerd that everybody liked talking to.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You were
Okay,
who you was
all right.
then. You still that same dude. You still
But
a
I'm
social butterfly that got a lot of people that talk to you, but you still got your nerd qualities. You still social. You know what I'm saying? You still the same person. You just have maybe have grown in behaviors or added some skills to your list, or hey, I can do this now, or I don't
I'm
do
a,
this anymore. But you know what I
I'm
mean? You still you.
cool now though. I'm actually afraid that I'm cool. This is now. The
No,
way people be acting.
well, what is shifted is you're still you, but what is considered cool has shifted. Blurs are now like the cool people. The people that used to get kind of ostracized because they were into anime and video games and comic books and eccentric arts and sciences and these weird things like that was considered weird in high school. Now those things are the things that make money and are the things that people are actually looking to be into to get status. So it's just cool to be that now. But you still you.
Do you think it's more like because of like people made a space for like blurs and nerds and people like made a space for themselves that people actually there was more of us that just were afraid to be who they really were. So
No, I think we grew up. All right, so if you look at the Blurs when we was kids, right? We 10, 11, 12. At that age,
Excuse me.
going into
What the fuck
anime,
is a blur?
a
Black.
black,
No,
yeah,
they just the
Oh,
N
okay.
out and put
yeah, yeah.
BL.
So
Black.
just a
Blur.
dude,
Well, I understand.
yeah. So like the nerds back then, the stuff that people was into, the anime, the video games, the cartoons, the comic books, the sciences, those very specific forms of the arts. Those things back then were not cool because we were teenagers. That makes sense. But when
but
we get older and now we understand art is a commodity, it's worth a lot of money. So them dudes that was really into that shit, now they making big dough trading that shit. The
so
dude that was into video games and computers, and we was like, man, get the fuck out of here. Cause at that point we just had AOL. Internet won't that dope yet. But now that it's making people millions of dollars off of .coms and shit, that nigga that now know how to code, he the CEO of some shit. So he's now at a position of power to control what is now seen as cool. So now what happens is you get women that now look at these people and they're in positions of power. So now they start to be attracted to these things. So the average dude that's on the everyday level is now cool by proxy. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the normal way culture gets cool. It's like something happens. People that are doing this thing are now in power. So that power is the thing that really is drawing people in. But because they're in power, hey, that looks that's what we like. It's like when back in the day, maybe hundreds of years ago, when being fat was like the cool thing because all the rich people was fat because they was eating a lot.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was even like a status. Like you got
Yeah,
fat, and that was like
like
yeah.
it made the poor people want to get fat, not because they thought they was gonna get rich, but because if you were seen as fat, you were seen as higher in status or able to eat more than the average, so you was able to get more privilege from that society. So it's the same type of concept.
I guess I was just going anecdotal as for with myself where there was a lot of shit that I enjoy doing, but I would never like, because I I hang on the corner, but I wouldn't bring that
Right.
stuff to the corner because you couldn't have a conversation about it. But as we got older, you get to talking to them same guys that was out there. We all kind of enjoyed the same thing. Like for me, again, I'm a little older than y'all. I'm not sure last call because you can't tell if he's young or old. He just,
No, he
he's one of
old.
them people. You can't tell what he looks call. He looks
He's just
young.
cool, man.
The
I heard
time.
cool. I heard cool, and I had to come right in, man.
He
That's
he
what
he
that was
last
my
call
cue.
look last call
Man,
looks like a young. He looks like y'all age, but then when I listen to his music selection and his content, I'm like he might be my age, closer to my
He
age.
old.
Oh, well,
Last
I'm
call
definitely
old.
not your age, but I'm
Uh,
not a young cat either, man. Come on
he's a
now.
time traveler.
Thank you,
I
man.
believe that.
I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
I
Doctor
believe
Who
that.
What's up, brothers? What's up? This
I got
Saturday night.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. This
You
is
guys are
dope.
doing it, man.
He even came in with the 1980s hip hop voice too. Like, oh, yeah.
It's getting crowded up here.
What
Everybody,
Oh,
everybody,
Lord.
clap your
day
hands.
on a Saturday? Don't smoke crack. This whack.
How you
That
like
nigga
now?
don't smoke
All
crack
right.
while it's whack.
All right. You stupid. That's never gonna get old, dude.
Yeah, last call is
He
from
got
the
that
era
shit right
of
there.
live from New York City. It's Saturday Night Live. He's from that era.
That damn Garrett Morris season.
Be messing
Mm.
out with the it's cool, man. It's a voice,
That
man.
nigga,
Everybody gotta have one. Just so happens that mine is
Last
silky
call
smooth.
was in
Right?
the audience of the Flip Williams. Flip Wilson.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Last
saying?
call saying like he walk around hearing nothing but Quiet Storm music in his head every day.
Quiet storm.
why is it so much?
Blowing down my
Goddamn
mind.
10 p.m. All the hip hop the quiet storm. You know what I'm saying?
It is the quiet storm.
Ain't nothing but Keith Sweat for the next 15,
Last call.
45 minutes.
It's last call.
All right.
Well, so with Donnie Hathaway and Last Call.
That nigga said Donnie Hathaway.
Donnie Hathaway. The ghetto. I'm somewhere between. I just like old shit, new shit. I got an appreciation for everything, you know. Got dabble that paintbrush in every part of art and history, man. That's my thing.
All right, Bob, bro.
And when I like
So
stuff, I
you
deep
so you
dive.
did grandmas?
Sure, why not,
Do
man?
you
Get into
deep
that
dive in
filthy
grandmas?
stuff, man. Sure, why not? Why not?
So you dig the gifts.
18 to 80, young, crippled, and crazy. All of that,
Do you
man.
That
do you
nigga
prefer
said
the
young
shaved old pussy or the gray hair old pussy?
Triple and crazy is nasty work.
That is
Either
wild.
or. I'm not
That-
looking down there anyway, man.
The wildest statement ever said on this podcast.
That
You
is
gotta. They said you gotta.
crazy.
Young,
Uh,
crippled, and crazy.
You know what I'm
That is-
saying? He said,
Hey, everybody got
you
to
gotta-
All the bases of everything
So do
wanna-
old pussy taste like
What
prunes?
the fuck is wrong with
Whoa,
you?
whoa,
What the
whoa.
fuck?
I wouldn't know that, homeboy.
Whoa, hold on. What did he say?
He said
What
yeah,
the fucking face?
the first couple of words just threw me off.
Yeah, I'm not sure the whole thing, but whatever it is, I'm just saying no.
Actually, do old pussy taste like prunes?
Oh,
That's just gross.
they said you travel with a fanny pack with some Virginia Slim Lights and some Bengay in it last
God.
call.
Damn, man. See, this is why. See, last call. You to understand on Friday night.
I don't know why the oldest guy is talking in this
No,
motherfucker.
hear
Like,
me, last
you
call.
talking like you some young boy. You old
Because-
geriatric motherfucker. Like, yeah, you gotta
That's the irony.
he gets the irony on that bullshit. And then he gets these AI pictures on himself, zippity doo shit.
No,
He
fine.
gives himself a virtual BBL and come here to talk.
She said a virtual BBL.
This
Digital
nigga
photon.
said,
Himself a virtual BBL.
Funny.
Goddamn.
That's funny. Virtual
Oh,
BBL is hilarious.
BBL Rodney.
You stupid. Oh shit. You guys
Yo, I'm dead.
This some
Yeah.
bullshit,
Can I
man.
just say this? Last call.
This
Yo.
some bullshit.
This is why. This is why I don't like to do Tia's top three. Do you understand why now? We never look what we get to.
I know,
We get
dude.
virtual BBLs from the reasons that hip hop or black podcasts ended. Like think about the
know.
degrees of separation we went through to get here.
I know.
This
I
is
know.
why I don't do these shit.
And the
Because
fucked up part of
they always devolve into some bullshit.
yeah, he had me like I'm in my studio. I looked over my shoulder at my ass, like, what the fuck?
Yo,
That's a
yo,
virtual
hold
BBL.
on,
You
hold
I
did it
know.
virtually.
I
Whoa.
just
yo,
Station.
I looked
Yo.
over my
Super
shoulder.
Bowl.
yo, stop, yo.
I
Never,
said,
Yeah,
huh?
just pause.
Huh?
I had to stop the game.
never in
Restart it.
life,
Huh?
never in life should a man be looking back at it. Okay, just let's just put that out there right now. I'm
Listen,
just
let
gonna
me tell you the
leave that
truth.
there and say, hey, if a
This
hit
is all I
dog
heard from you guys. When I
I'm
was
just
driving up the driveway,
No.
all I heard you guys singing booty songs.
No.
You was
no
singing
man should
LL
be
Cool
looking
J,
back
Big
at
Ol' Butt.
it.
Then
That's
somebody
not
was
our
singing
lane.
Do in
No,
the butt. All
No,
about the
sir.
butts.
Dun.
But no, let me stop because we already down the pause highway. I'm just
Hey man, we in. It's about to get. And look, man, I'm telling you.
We got to take the disc. We got to take
About 5 seconds,
Paul singing.
is about to come sprinting down the runway. I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
And last call. No.
Hold on. No,
Oh. Yeah, that was enthusiastic. Huh?
That's the
I'm
worst
sorry.
thing.
It's
Good
one of
God.
them songs. It's one of them songs.
He said I was enthusiastic.
Lord.
Yo,
On
can I
some boy
say
band
it's
shit.
the ad libs, yo? It's never the initial joke. It's always the side comment that be the funniest part about this part. Like it's never the actual thing that's being said. It's always the person on the side that just throws something in it. Like what? what?
Doop,
What was
doop,
that?
doop, doop, doop.
Oh man. Oh man. All right. I'm gonna lead
Let's
it
get
to
back on track. Let's get back on
Yeah,
track.
yeah, yeah. You were saying number three. What's number three? What's number
I
three?
think we've explored enough podcasts and downfalls, and we talked enough about niggas.
Damn right.
So the next place we can go, we can either go straight into WrestleMania or we can go into the good and fuckery. How y'all feeling at this second?
You know I don't know anything about wrestling, man.
Yeah, I haven't watched wrestling in a minute. The old school wrestling,
Let's
like I
get
watched.
some fuckery.
Yeah, he remembers like The Rock's
Good and
dad
fuckery.
wrestling.
We'll
Yeah,
end with WrestleMania after the face vid then. So let's go good and fuckery then face vid.
Good and
Oh, we got a
fuckery.
great face fed this week. Great face fed this week.
This is a great face with it.
Very wholesome.
Hey!
Fuckery.
All right, man. It really ain't that much.
What is going on?
It
Is there a
really,
zombie apocalypse?
not really. It really isn't that much going on for real. For real, it's still the same thing. If Trump ain't fucking up people's lives, Ye is saying something stupid. But I do want to put out there that J. Cole disappointed me this week. He did.
I'm gonna play
Instead-
your part on 2x speed. You got that Kenya Martin flow.
He said 2 times speed. Oh shit.
That took me a minute. That's rude.
That's rude. Little Stephanie Tanner ass motherfucker.
It be them pauses, yo. I remember when I used to be editing the podcast, yo. It be these long ass pauses. I'm gonna mute
Gives you a minute to take it in.
myself. I'm gonna mute
whoa,
myself.
whoa.
Pause.
Pause.
It got to be a pause.
Yeah, it do.
But
All right.
but yeah, J. Cole
Most
disappointed me.
definitely does.
Last call, don't you ever say nothing like that again in your life.
Oh, look who's talking. The Pause King Tiz.
Never have I taken it in.
Oh, really?
That last laugh sounded like a tick, like a ticking time bomb. Like I was like, wait a minute. What a
Go ahead.
Do I gotta
You
play
want to
that?
talk fast when it comes to the jokes, but when you tell your topic, that shit get real slow. Ain't that a bit?
he unmuted himself to say that shit. Anyway, J. Cole really J. Cole really pissed me
J.
off.
Cole disappointed you this
It really
week.
pissed me off. It's just that the simple fact that Kanye been saying all this shit about him for that much, and he just gives this nigga love, man. This is the ample time to diss somebody. Like, don't be giving his flowers and shit like that. I don't care about this mental health. Go ahead and say what you got to say.
Can't look to people to be something they not, man. J. Cole has shown us who he is. We gotta believe him.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it does go along with the brand.
You stop taking them to the fights. Hey, bro, you drive the car. Hey, bro, we gonna meet you afterwards. We'll call you when we get back from the club. But you can't roll with us. You can't go to the party. We'll see you back at the room. You know, some people is deuce, man. And that nigga's just a really talented deuce.
Yeah.
He's extremely talented.
Bub Goose.
Don't got the heart of battle.
Deuce,
He's not
Deuce in the bubble goose, nigga.
not liked. He's not okay with that. So we gotta just let him roll. You know, do what he do.
That is true. It's just, you know, when you got that, it
And
feel like when you got that
and he ain't
potential.
that.
When someone
could.
has that potential
Let's
and
buy that nigga the bubble goose and call it a
they
day,
just
man.
ain't pressing that button.
This nigga
And I
got
feel
the
like he
biggest
got the
sword
button.
that will hang on the wall forever. It will always be an ornament. It will never be an actual tool of destruction. He one of them niggas got them. What that nigga name that make the swords and Kill Bill? He got one of them swords, but it
Yeah,
is never.
Tarzanzo.
I think it's
Yeah, that
katana.
shit still in mint condition. But he got it though, and he know how to use it well. He just ain't gonna never fight.
Or
It ain't who he is.
Pat could relate to somebody just using their power for good all the time. He just uses his power for good. You could relate
Yeah,
to that.
yeah, I gotta respect him for that. But I just feel like if it's anybody, we're gonna let you have you can we'll give an excuse for you on for this one, man. You can go ahead and put all that anger and hate, that hostility that you may still have and harbor inside on Kanye. Please, somebody shut him the fuck up. Anyway, all right.
So is it about Kanye or is it about J. Cole?
It's both. It's both. It's both. It's both. But I won't go to the next subject. All right. So matter of fact, let me show y'all this. All right.
I can't see.
You can't see it.
What the
You gotta describe it.
What the fuck is that?
All right. So up here it says Fox News host questions deported man's Bulls hat, right?
It do?
Yeah, that's what they did. Like they says Maryland, this is exactly what they put on the Fox News. Maryland dad dressed like a gangster. That's what he had. Notice he just got a regular t-shirt and a regular hat on. Right? Now let me play the audio.
But he's from El Salvador, and he lives in Maryland, not Chicago. The Bulls lost 60 games in 2019, so why the hat?
What?
Can Garcia name anyone on the team? Anyone?
What the fuck?
Everyone from El Salvador knows what it means when you wear a Bulls hat. It means you're MS-13. When you're in Compton, you don't accidentally wear red.
What?
If you're a Latin American illegal alien in Maryland, you don't accidentally wear Chicago Bulls gear and hang around with high-ranking gangsters from MS-13. And he had to break into the country. Are you ready? A local gang in El Salvador was shaking down his grandma's tortilla shop. And his lawyers say if he gets sent back to El Salvador, he's a dead man. It's a tortilla blood vendetta. Seriously. Hoodie.
So yeah, that's the fuckery right there.
Listen, let me say this. Listen,
that was Fox News.
Yeah, let me say this. Like, listen, I'm not saying that what he is talking about, like you can link stuff. Yeah, like you can link stuff to stuff, but that's like, he walking with a boom box on his head and like what the fuck are we talking about? Like he got a Bulls hat on, and everybody knows that when you wear a Bulls hat and you're Latin, because the Bulls.
No, this is the first time I ever heard that shit.
The Bulls lost. The Bulls lost 60 games. So why are you wearing a Bull? Like what? I don't know. Okay.
Like, all right, y'all ever seen Black Dynamite, the movie?
Yeah.
All right, you know the part where they talk about Anaconda malt liquor, and they get to that conclusion. That's exactly what the fuck I felt like when I listened to that shit.
Yeah, like, damn. Look, I'm not even saying like I don't know, dude. Maybe dude is connected, but for these reasons, this is what you connected it with.
Man, can I just say this, yo? I'm so happy that it's four of y'all on here other than me, because I could not do the rest of this show.
That's just.
Am I the only one that's not high? What is going on?
Are you here? Please tell me I'm not tripping.
Jesus Christ!
Did you understand that last call?
You are witnessing all of this, right? Please tell me I'm not tripping.
I don't know what I'm witnessing. Pat's trying to do this thing.
trying not to, man. I'm trying, yo, but my comedic mind is just is seeing too much of the jokes of this shit, and that's the problem. I think I'm seeing all of the funny shit,
Yeah,
and it's not good. I'm trying. What the fuck was that we just listened to?
yeah. He was just
Like, what was that? Okay, look.
Fox News.
All right, first, okay. I'm gonna just walk y'all through my brain as things were happening.
No,
Okay.
okay. Oh man, I don't know what to expect.
Okay. We start with a cut to the phone being pressed up against the camera, and I can't tell what the fuck I'm looking at. It's just random. And then this nigga started talking about like it was like a hat and a shirt, and then a man, and then MS-13 out of nowhere, and it was like no context. It was no setup. It was no hey, so this is it was just like what the fuck are we? What the hell is happening right now? And the calmness of everybody around me of like, oh yeah, this is normal. We just be watching shit out of context. We don't know what this is, but it's okay. I was like, what the fuck am I tripping? Y'all know
This
what's happening? Y'all get it? Because I'm lost. And then it was just funny after that because y'all really was trying to like break that shit down intellectually. All right, man. I'm done, man. I'm gonna let y'all go. y'all got this one. Y'all go ahead and cook, man. Put your aprons on. I'm queued up.
all right, since I don't really want to goddamn do it, all right, we can just go to face vids then. All
Okay, I guess nobody's.
right, I'm gonna let's just go to the face vid.
Oh, his face here.
You can do that. Yep. Face right here.
yeah. My bad. I'm here. I'm here. I had to answer my phone. Sorry about that, fellas.
Oh
Yeah.
my
So
god.
I had to answer my phone. What I miss? What I miss?
So Claude, I cannot breathe. Oh my god. I tell you what, I ain't laughed this hard in a long time, man. My face is hurting. Oh man. This
Laughter is good. Laughter is good for you, Tiz.
this
I like laughing, Tiz.
Hey man, I find all. Hey, look, man, I'm sorry. I find all the funny shit and shit, man. I'm not.
Nah, listen.
Oh
That
man,
last clip was
I was
hilarious.
like, what is happening?
It's
What
like
kind of story is that? What is going on? And everybody was just listening to it like it was sounding normal to them, and I'm like, this sounds crazy to me.
nah, that shit sound crazy.
What? All right.
Like
Well, I think you guys might be
And
talking
then,
about two
and
different
then I
things.
was like
First of all,
asking people like, "Am I tripping?" And then nobody was saying nothing. So then it became funnier to me for some reason. Like,
well, it depends on what you're laughing at or you're checking out. If you're trying to pay attention to the video of whatever Pat is trying to, display to us over there.
and what was that?
The only thing that I seen was like maybe Pat could have done a little bit of background on it, which I think is your criticism for Pat. But instead of telling Pat that, you're making the whole thing a spectacle.
whoa, coming in hot.
Ooh.
No, I'm not. I'm just
I'm about to
asking what's going on.
try not to laugh because I feel like you about to have a serious moment. I'm trying. Hold on. Okay.
Last call with the white gloves, pulled off his white gloves and smacked us in the
Oh,
cheek.
No, is that too? I'm just saying what I'm trying to get a grasp on what the whole situation is.
Okay, so I was laughing at this guy
okay, go ahead.
basing things off a stereotypical, like not like he wearing a hat with like the Mets haven't won since 1986, and I still wear a Mets hat. He's
Yeah.
equating the hat and the Bulls lost 60 games in 2019. Where's you wear the Bulls hat?
He's an MS-13.
Yeah, we all know that's MS-13. Like, listen, maybe they do wear those hats, but what does the Bulls losing 60 games have to do with why he shouldn't wear the hat? That was my, so like, what say you about that last call? What say you about that?
I was laughing at the fact that there was no setup to the vid.
Yeah.
The vid started and I could hardly see what the hell was going on. So I was looking at just what it looked like a series of memes at first. And then when I started listening to what this lady saying on the news, it's like so confused. It's like, what who let this story get on? What are you talking about? It was like, yeah, and look at his hat and his shirt. I'm looking at this regular looking guy, and then she like, and he's an MS-13. And everybody knows this is gang. What? Whoa. So it was like the buildup of just the start of it was there was no setup. It was just look at this, y'all. And it was like the randomness of the story. And then nobody was saying nothing. So then I was like, hey, is anybody's face? Am I tripping? And nobody was saying nothing. So then it got funnier to me. And it was just snowball for me after that. It was just like after that, it was just everything was funny. Now that was a good analysis though. What was your analysis again? I'm sorry, because I was fighting laughing when I was still in goofy mode at that moment.
Who, me now?
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter. It's whatever I said, man. It's
You okay?
I'm just
Do you
on the
want to
outside. Say again?
Do you want to express? You can have the floor.
What do I need to express? I'm very okay.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure everybody because if I'm missing something, if something over my head, enlighten me, please.
Well, all I was trying to point out is that the guy was dressed up as a regular person, just had a black t-shirt and a Bulls cap. And then the guy took that picture and just ran with it.
Okay, so what I was laughing at was valid. All right, so what
Yeah.
now? What was the problem?
The simple fact that this guy is just a regular guy, and it just seems like the title that they even have on Fox News. That's what I was trying to show you, but it was too much of a glare. But
No,
on the Fox News,
what was the problem that last call had found? What was that? What was you seeing?
About what? The whole thing in general?
Yeah, I want to revisit what you were saying because again, when you were first talking, I'm gonna be honest with like I was telling you, I was still kind of like laughing and shit. I was still like going off the silliness of the moment before, so I wasn't able to catch fully what you were saying. But I want to make sure I give it space to breathe because if you had a valid point, I do want to let it give it space.
It's just from my point of view of the whole thing. So you guys were saying, whoever was talking was saying two different things, basically. You were going off of criticism which you had for Pat that you could have just told Pat, sort of deal. And I think a brother came in talking about the silliness of the video itself, and all that sort of got confused and messed with. And it seemed like you were just going off on this the way that Pat had presented the information, and you were ridiculing the whole situation versus just being like, what the hell are you talking about? Or, give us some background information to it.
What would have been the better way for me to have had me thinking that that's funny?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know exactly what was so funny about it, or what caused the whole thing. That's what was confusing to me.
How about this? What did you actually?
I'll speak freely on anything, so I'm always up for the conversation.
That's fine.
I've brought these conversations up behind the scenes before, so I ain't mad about nothing. So the initial thing I was laughing at again is the setup of how the video was presented. It was, hey y'all, look at this, and a blurry phone with I don't know what I'm looking at again because I'm looking at this on a TV screen and I'm still not able to tell what I'm looking at. And then this story starts about some man in a hat who looks normal as hell to me, and then it goes on to call this man and say he's an MS-13 and he's some gang member and all this other shit because the Bulls won a championship game one year. And it was like it was just a bunch of random shit happening in a row. However, yes, the setup was funny. Like I don't feel it wasn't like oh, let's have a meeting, y'all. Hey, when you like it was just funny because the whole shit was funny.
All right.
I will refrain from laughing from there on.
Time for the face vid.
Oh my
Funny
God.
to me, and I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm the only. It's somebody who watched that and was sitting there laughing right along with me, like, what the hell is happening right now?
Now, I think we
Random, this is funny to me.
you wasn't the only one that when he showed it on the camera was like, yo, because I couldn't see what it was.
Thank you.
Right,
Okay,
I said that. I said I
Yeah.
couldn't see.
So
I
what
couldn't
am
see that clearly.
So where are you getting that I should have had some type of criticism for him if I'm literally just it's not like I'm about to have a meeting with it. Like this ain't no podcast meeting. It's funny because it's what is happening. Okay, what the fuck is she talking? What is going on? It was just the absurdity of it all.
Yeah, which was I think was Pat's.
Because when I
point.
do have a problem with something, I say something to people and I call, hey, what are you talking about? That's not right.
I think that was Pat's position that they was taking this regular looking person and trying to like do this dance to fit him in this box. And look, he may be MS-13, but like all of these things that the Bulls not winning and like all this other stuff was goofy to me. That's what I thought was funny. And that's what I thought Pat was pointing out. Like, look what Fox News is.
You the one that was accused of. I was. What did you feel in that? What were your thoughts?
Oh, you talking to me?
Yeah, I think that's what's the most important. What were you thinking? Because I just want to make sure, like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Man, I don't even know what everybody was thinking. Like, I don't know. It was a critique.
Time for the face vid.
I just was trying to go ahead and present the damn story for real. And I didn't realize at the time that it would be that much of a glare or whatever. So I try to just accommodate for the situation or whatever and just say exactly what was going on. But then the audio didn't really help because he was kind of going everywhere with that either too. So the whole situation was crazy. But that's all I was trying to show is that Fox News they taking one thing and then going way over the deep end with it. Pretty much, this guy looks like a regular guy, and then it's just the audacity of the title on the screen. Maryland dad dressed like a gangster, and I'm like, so what is the problem?
Okay. So that was much ado about nothing. When we get done, if y'all would want to hang back for about 5 minutes, that would be awesome. If y'all have the time and capacity. But yeah, going on to the face vid.
So you prefer black men, Sarai?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For what reason?
I like big dicks.
I mean, I'd like to have one, but just not how it works. I was born with a micro penis. It sucks, but it's it's just a fact. It's just how it is.
Oh, I love him with all my heart and appreciate everything he does, yes. Yeah, we both might talk to other people and sleep around, but at the end of the day, he's going to be in my bed. And we're always going to have each other and always do that. Like, I trust him wholeheartedly, 100% completely. And I'm not jealous of any woman he brings. I think it's fun. At the end of the day, we're going to go to bed together.
Bad.
This took a weird turn.
Or is it too much? Or am I? Is it about to be?
Dude, I don't care about your laughter, dude. That wasn't the point.
Like, what the fuck?
What did we just watch?
Now you can say, you know what?
I feel like I don't know.
That was a very wholesome couple video.
Yeah, like I need like Beavis and Butthead's take on that. You know, just
Well, it goes along with Adam 22.
what? She likes black.
So, Face, break down your video, bro.
Well, very self-explanatory, man. It's a wholesome couple supporting each other. He supports her fetish for big dicks, and she supports him having a micro dick. He can't satisfy her. Hey, it's a couple making it through their hard times, motherfucking shit.
How did they make it work?
They find a way to make their love life work. But at the end of the day, they support each other so much that they'll still be with each other at the end of the day, as far as what she said.
I wonder how long they've been together. Or how long they've known each other.
I don't.
That look like relationship.
How many days have this been going on?
And at what point, how low do you have to be to get on camera with your woman or your man and just be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna work. Like, I'm okay with that, and she's okay. Like, man.
And on that,
Face, in the video, did she say she liked big ones?
She said that's why she liked black
Oh,
men.
she said it.
Yeah, she likes black
Yeah,
men.
she did.
And
he was like, I got a mini doodle.
So you prefer black men, Sarai?
Yeah.
For what reason?
I like big dicks.
He ain't even looking in the key, looking down. Like,
Just wanted to make sure you heard it again last call.
Yeah, but
I appreciate that, Tiz.
Yeah, and I just happen to. It's just not. That's just not the way it is.
That Christmas dinner was probably real odd.
and she says at the end, I don't care who he brings in, blah blah blah, and this, that, and the third. I'm like, of course you wouldn't care who he brings in, because he probably barely brings anybody else in.
Right, the trade-off.
I'm gonna say the obvious that don't nobody want to say, because you know I love to do that. I know y'all love to do the right.
Who fucking them? Who is fucking?
Let me just say this: we talking about two folk that don't nobody else want anyway.
Yes.
So they're like, it don't really matter what they allow. They allow whatever their options are, and their options are limited on both ends. So
Tiz,
I don't give a damn.
Y'all
Y'all deserve each other, and y'all gonna be happy with each other because y'all ain't getting nothing else.
Yeah,
the other is fucked up.
But you know there's
You
a
either
certain
you get messed out micro penis or big dick Brandon that beat you.
Even micro penis is
You
funny.
ain't got a lot of options at this level of the totem pole. Like, we ain't about to play these games, man. Like, both of y'all deserve each other, and y'all happy because y'all look like y'all look and are in y'all situation.
Yeah, but
that nigga wasn't happy in that camera admitting to the shit though. Like, no, we could have kept this going, and the whole world
to a micro penis. That's crazy work. That's wild. Like, you're like,
That was a counseling session for that motherfucker.
You're like a nigga that's 6'9". You're in the top 1.1% of the world, but at the wrong end. Like, you went from the tallest to the shortest. Like, you
baby
are
carrot.
the worst. Yeah, like, you are done. You got a big ass clit.
Pause.
Oh shit!
You're one step away from being a dominant.
Oh shit!
Look here, look. That's what it is. We gonna call
Damn.
it. Got a big ass clit with some nuts.
You call it Stud Jesus. He kind of looked like Jesus, so you don't call him Stud Jesus.
Your nuts is your lips.
Oh goddamn!
Okay,
You
got a big you little woman. Like half a chromosome away from being all the way double X. That shit was
I knew
barely. It's
this
a
video would bring some wholesome comments.
fuck out of here, man. We ain't about to, man. Y'all be trying to like. We gonna pod tonight, man. Look,
Very wholesome video.
we ain't
Very
about
Like,
to.
why
wholesome.
did
Y'all
he
be
agree
on
to this?
these shit,
Like,
man.
how did they get any money for this?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you
Like, did you get any? Like, that's the only way I could think of a
Oh,
man would get
y'all never.
national.
Oh, y'all never checked out that channel. Y'all should check out that channel. It's
No,
nothing but these type of interviews.
I've
Soft white
seen it.
underbelly.
No,
Oh
I've
yeah,
seen
man.
it.
What's the point?
I've
It be
seen it.
all hookers. It's like hookers at the point times 10. It's
Yeah,
crazy. It's nasty.
people
Man,
on
I
drugs.
understand the people who make the
Yeah,
videos.
the
Why
worst drugged
videos?
out.
I just
It's like the
understand the
worst
people that
hard work.
agree.
God bless them.
Actually, there was somebody from the sector on one of them.
That's
yeah.
funny. Who?
His name
Say
was
they name.
his name was Dr. Rogue, and he had like I want to say he had like not like a I think he was on a spectrum or something like that, but he was on there because he
What is that? STDs?
For what?
He was on what?
they interview you for all kind of stuff. It's not just
Spill it.
They
no,
be
I'm
on
saying he
crack.
has some
Yeah,
kind.
it's a wide range. It ain't just junkies and shit. It's a whole bunch of different shit.
It was like it might have been like ADHD or like he was on a spectrum or something like that. I forgot what it was, but he actually when he went on the show,
That
he had
selling bussy.
nah, it wasn't nothing like that.
Oh my god.
It wasn't that.
This
How could you not
it's
remember?
called
You need to
soft
remember
white.
this.
I'm telling you what it was. He had like he had like I guess they call it neurodivergent. He was something like that where he
I
had
was
a
talking about the soft white underbelly. Can I just say this? And I'm gonna
Is
say
that
this.
another name for crazy?
Okay, so it's
All four of the partners, my four fellow partners. Can we not be so sensitive? Like, can we just like make like normal jokes? Like, what the fuck? We gonna,
I'm with it. I'm with it.
we gonna act like that nigga won't on there because he was
No, it wasn't nothing like that. It wasn't that.
shit.
It wasn't nothing. It was I can't remember what it was. If I could find it, I'll tell you. But I don't remember what
He
it
was
was.
snorting Adderall.
You gotta remember, man. Now
Yo,
you
they
brought it up.
On that channel be fucked up. So I ain't heard not a good story yet of like no redemption or you just winning in life. It's all the people that's just like, nope, I'm out here and I'm hooking. Come on,
They,
get this pussy. And
nah,
I've been
'cause
doing
hey,
it since I was
they
13.
that,
And
they had like
I've been smoking crack since I was 10.
so like
And
I'm
like
looking at them now.
no happiness. That
But
is a
right,
wicked
I'm
channel.
I'm looking at it now, looking at their
ah,
catalog. So he got like an atheist nurse,
What?
prison forensic
I'm
psychiatrist,
looking at the same thing right now.
He must have
domestic
been
violence.
Yeah, it's a bunch of different. It's a bunch of different shit. Like the most popular shit is of course, it's gonna be the drug shit and some shit like that. But they have a wide range of different topics and different interviews with different people and shit.
Look,
I'm
Ku
good.
I
Klux
know
Klan.
I'm getting joked for the last time I did this, but man, I just scrolled
No,
like
what's wrong with getting like why y'all be like
Can you
this
guys
now?
not share the screen?
Oh,
He even
but
got like
nah, I'm saying
if
like
I called you a punk or
Does
was like
does
crazy,
Pat not have screen
but
sharing
damn,
capabilities?
not on
man,
mine right now. I don't got
man,
it.
I
I don't got it. So
Can you
Oh,
let the brother
hold on.
share a
scrolled
screen?
oh no, let me
God
see.
damn it, let me say my point. God damn, I just scrolled the fuck out of the damn thing, and then as
Check
much
this
as
out.
I scrolled, right, it's still bad. Like it's still like terrible. I could scroll right the fuck up. It don't get no better.
Yeah,
With
check if y'all can share my screen.
three Oakland prostitute, alcoholic interview. This one's a bodybuilder, but he looked like never mind. Fentanyl addicted couple. Like it don't matter how much you scroll. There is not a good story in any of this.
You can't
Let
find
me
the
see.
good in the fentanyl addicted couple.
Can we see another white underbelly?
I don't want to see no white underbelly.
I just want to see what kind of other stuff they put in there. All right, I'll check it out on my own time.
Oh no, I was
I'll see
saying
some black. I'll see some black under. I
hold
want to
on.
see some black
Call
underbelly.
it a fupa.
You want the black underbelly? Oh no.
Yeah,
I think
man.
FUPA. Is that what you're talking about?
I take all that shit. I take that.
Ugh.
But yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, they got like Sammy the Bull. They're interviewing Sharp from whatever.
It sounds like almost like Vice. Remember that?
That's still going though. I think Vice.
Is there still Vice?
No, you know what? No, I think they actually
I like
Vice.
Rice.
I mean, it got a lot of addicts and stuff like that, but it's a KKK member. They got a bunch of different kind of people, but it's usually like I don't know what the actual qualifications or what kind of shit you gotta be involved in.
Nah, that look like this just the stories they look for.
Yeah, for the most part, it's like, people like that's what it sounds like, soft white underbelly. You know what I'm saying? Like, but domestic violence survivors. But yeah, a
For
lot of
that black underbelly.
a lot of drug addicts and shit like that, pimps and prostitutes, Mexican mafia, cult leader,
Skip scalps and scallywags.
IED survivor, drug mule turned pastor. Okay, that might be interesting. Yeah, they got a bunch of shit on there. But this guy it wasn't for nothing like that. It was, I can't remember what his issue was.
I wish somebody do a documentary on that. What the pastors were before they became pastors. I think that would
Hustlers, number runners.
And what they say when you get in the church, last call?
You're asking me.
Yeah, what did the pastor say once you get in the church?
Are we doing the close the door thing?
Yeah, never mind, man.
The doors open.
Yeah, man, come on, man. You off your game today.
I don't go to church. Jesus.
He said, "I don't go to church," and then say, "Jesus."
Jesus, I don't go to church.
Come on, last call. Dang.
I didn't know that one. All right, my bad.
But now that you know, what they say?
Close the goddamn door.
Oh, that wasn't how you did it. Come on, man. Come on, close the door. Come on.
Close the door. Close. Ushers, close the door. God damn.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm trying to find out where he was on it, because he was in. He came in there like Max V's chat and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be on Soft White Underbelly."
Oh, so he announced it.
Yeah, he let everybody know he was gonna be on it.
And then you don't remember what his ailment?
It was something with the like brain issue. It was like autism or something like that. He was on the spectrum, something like that, and it was just talking about his experience, because he talks to a lot of different people.
Now, his experience with this thing in his life, or how it's affected him. What was it?
Like how it's affected him and his day-to-day type of stuff, his thought process.
Mm-hmm. Got you. All right. Well, if we got it, we got it.
Yeah, I can't find it. I'm scrolling through it. And I don't remember what it was. It might have been a couple of years ago. So I haven't looked at Soft White Underbelly probably since then. I feel like this is our show. Me and
where'd the other three go? What happened?
I'm here.
We got another video.
I'm right here. Hell no. What's the next topic?
I don't want nobody to be offended.
Resume.
Oh my God! This is about the whole. I'll leave, man. I'll get down here. Maybe I spoke too much. Maybe I spoke out of turn or something like that, and I offended the panel.
Nah, it's the past.
I'll take my exit so that you guys could continue the beautiful show over here.
Bitch ass nigga and took that and ran with it, and now it's like, what the fuck can I laugh at then? Like, what the fuck are we like? We can't even pod.
Okay.
Everybody go get.
I don't think all that, man. I'll leave, dude. I'll leave. If it's
the
me,
dude,
man, I'll leave.
The dude name is.
Well, I got choked on the last time I said this. Like, man, this shit crazy to me. Like, I'm willing to say it. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, this supposed to be niggas, best friends, joking and laughing and acting a fool, and we can't even joke and laugh no more because like everything is What the fuck is happening? And I'm willing to call it out. I ain't about to just gloss it over. I ain't about to just act like it ain't what it like. This shit is different.
All right. So if you want to
If
talk about
everybody
it,
got a
it's open.
certain thing, let's just put all the triggers on the board so we all know what's above board, so we can at least have parameters. But I thought we could just talk, and I feel like every show that I say something. Well, hey man, why you say that about him? Well, yeah, I feel like you criticize. Nigga, shit funny. If I come on here with a goddamn segment that's wild as hell, that shit gonna make y'all laugh and niggas gonna joke. What the fuck are we talking about? If I threw my phone up
Well, I
there and
thought
that
it
shit,
was
man, y'all crazy as hell. This shit wild. I'll be
well, I
the
thought everybody would
I'll
get a
be
kick out
the
the
fool
micro
in the
penis
room
guy.
for the genius. I'll be the fool in the room for the geniuses right now. I'll be that. I'm him. Cause this shit is crazy. The fuck.
If it's any help, I found an interview.
Oh man, fuck out of here, man. Nigga put a phone up. With a nigga with a hat and a shirt on, and this lady said he was MS-13, and y'all sitting there talking about you were trying to criticize his presentation. Nigga, you saw the presentation. What the fuck wrong with you? It's crazy, man. Fuck this shit, man. I don't give a damn. Shit funny. Shit is funny. Now you joke on it. Anybody got a problem with it? This ain't the podcast for you. Cause damn it, that ain't what this was built on. Cause I remember them Zoom conversations we was calling each other fucking crazy as hell, laughing at each other. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? And all that. I remember them conversations before this goddamn shit with episode 1. I remember, and I ain't about to sit there and act like I'm the nut. No, nigga. I know what my fucking test scores say. I'm a genius. I ain't about to play this game with y'all. I'm not about to do this with y'all. Shit is funny. Niggas fuck up. I have said words that don't exist in the English dictionary and have been called on it, and it was funny as fuck. And it became a 20 to 30-minute segment. So what? We on episode 190. Everybody, pull your panties up and let's pod, or goddamn it, what the fuck are we doing? I'm done. I'm complete.
WrestleMania.
Fuck out of here,
Thoughts?
man. Fuck WrestleMania, man.
Thoughts and reactions to radio?
Niggas gonna respond to the shit that I said. We ain't about to keep brushing past shit like some other podcasts do, and then they blow up 30 damn episodes later. Fuck all that shit, nigga. I be goddamn.
Well,
What the
reactions
fuck
to
is
Tim's
going
comments,
on?
anyone?
I said what I said, and I want my niggas and my other niggas by proxy to respond. We not about to talk about WrestleMania and John Cena and them to we not doing this shit. Man. I'm not. Hey, look, man. Y'all
I
know
mean,
me wrong to think I'm
yo,
this nigga. I've been this nigga since you know me. I'm always all that big ass pink elephant out in the room. That motherfucker is right there. He fat as fuck, and I see him. And we gonna talk about it. And we gonna address this shit. What the fuck wrong with y'all? Get the fuck out of here with this weird shit, man. What the hell is going on? This is the Twilight Zone, nigga. We black. Don't get going to the Twilight Zone. That white folk shit. Fuck is wrong? Go ahead, Pat. You were saying. I heard you. You got the floor.
I would go. I mean, how should respond because I don't even know where to go.
Respond how you feel to respond, man. Don't be censoring yourself, nigga. You ain't never censored yourself with me before. Speak, nigga. Say what you feel, because you know I'm gonna say what I feel. Say what you feel. Like that's what that needs to happen. All this sugarcoating and that's I don't want to step on no toes, nigga. Fuck that. We stepping on toes every week right now. And I'm tired of these weird ass moments and to the point where people that ain't even in the friend group is pointing it out. Well, I think you had nigga, what? You pulled all that out. Okay, so it's some shit there. So let's address the shit and be done with it. As opposed to keep stepping over it and acting like they
Yeah.
dead. It's still there and it just building up. Like just talk. Like what the fuck is happening with us? When did it become not cool to just say some shit. Who are we right now?
Well,
Give
from
me
my
1 second.
perspective,
Here.
during our episode, I had said something that disrespected you, so we
1
had
second.
covered that topic already. So I don't feel like I got no bearing on this topic.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. I really just at this point don't even care.
All
I
right,
kind of just.
Grayson, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Y'all could, so I can make sure I heard it because I don't want to miss nothing, and I want to make sure everybody's voice is heard. I'm gonna mute myself and go ahead.
I have to be God honest, y'all. I really don't care. I don't care at this point. It's been a long week. I just want to chill out and just joke around. I don't. I'm not taking nothing no type of way. I'm not trying to fuck up no vibes. Okay, so yeah, it might be fucked up the way I did the damn presentation, but look, I had a long week, so I just want to go on with the damn show. For real, I just wanted to go in, just get this going. I found a couple of things that I thought would be funny to talk about or whatever. It hasn't really been anything really popping this week that I've been thinking about, other than WrestleMania and my normal everyday gripes that I gotta fucking worry about every damn day. That's pretty much it. So I don't care. I know that I might have did the presentation as less as what y'all say, as professional as possible. But to be God honest with y'all, when I'm off work, I don't want to be professional. I didn't spend 40 hours just being professional. I don't give a fuck afterwards. Like I really don't. I just want to relax. I want to stop being serious all the fucking time. I have to be serious all goddamn week. for real. So that's my only gripe, man. Like
I'm glad you
like,
said it.
like it's been a long week. I just want to chill, maybe joke, and then go about my business, try to figure out my next day so I can figure out my next day after that or whatever. That's it. Like
So you see the podcast as as just a joke.
no, I
I'm
don't
asking.
see it. I don't see it as a joke. I see it as a moment of therapy where I can relax and chill with people that I can been joking around with, so I can just chill and have a goofy moment. Because for the rest of the week, I have to be serious about every damn thing, or shit's gonna fall apart.
I'm gonna solve your problem right now. Don't worry about a topic. Then you ain't gotta have no presentation, set up. All you doing is responding and listening to our topics and talking with us.
Mm-hmm.
That solves your problem. That takes the burden of effort off of you. I understand that 40 hours and then that I got you. So now you can not have to be professional in that time. You can relax and you show up to the podcast and you talk about whatever me and Face come up with for the week, and there you go. And
All
there's
right.
no presentation for me to laugh at. That solves your problem. If you have any other problem,
That's it. That was it. I really wasn't even trying to make this podcast go this far.
hey, look,
Whatever.
man. At the end of the day, as grown men, we gotta have conversations and stop being scared of having difficult conversations because they difficult. Like the conversation is the conversation. It needs to be had. Your opinion is your opinion, and it's going to show up in your actions, efforts, everything. The same way minds are. So we gotta have a conversation. So instead of having like stuff like subtext, it's right above surface, and everybody's on the same page, and we can all continue to like do what we've always done, which is to like talk about the shit, as opposed to like sweep shit under the rug and act like shit ain't there, and we all feeling shit. So now I know what you're feeling. Now I get why certain things have been happening. I get why you put a phone up to the screen today. You didn't really feel like doing that topic in the first place. You just needed a topic, so you threw it up there. So let's eliminate the topic, and then you get to do the therapy piece, which is what your piece of the podcast is. You want to, I respect that. I just needed to understand and hear it from your perspective, like what exactly it is. And we can do that. If you happen to have a topic, then you come in and you present it, when you're ready, because then it'll be something that you feel like putting effort in. But if it's like, hey, this is a burden, I'd rather it be something that continues to be something that is enjoyable. Whatever it is that makes it feel like, oh man, that's another thing of work. Let's take that off your plate. That's an easy fix.
Mhm.
Do you agree to that solution, or do you have another solution?
Nah,
My
I'm
goal
cool
is
with.
to just get you to the point where you're not coming into the podcast every week feeling like this was another thing that I had to do. And I also don't
Yeah,
want to give subpar product or subpar effort to people who are showing up to listen to us.
yeah, I agree with it. I agree with it.
Cool. Face. Other than our offline
You.
conversation, do you have any issues, anything that is triggering to you, or that you don't want me to laugh at, or that you just feel that you've been feeling about the pod that has not been expressed up until this moment?
Nope.
Okay. Last call, a brother of a certain age. I extend these same questions to you because y'all are people who have been with us through thick and thin since the beginning, and y'all also probably know us better than anybody else that watches or listens to our podcast outside of ourselves. So, do y'all have anything that y'all feel or about the pod or about or whatever the case may be that y'all would like to get off your chest so we can address them now and leave them here tonight?
Yeah, I'll just say this. Just continue to be authentically who you are. You guys, all three of you guys, and because that's what the show is. The that's what led me here. Just listening to you guys, whether it be arguing, like I told you, Tiz, a long time ago. One of the best things that I ever seen you do was it was a DV incident with a football player, and you came
Yep,
on here one day
yep.
and you just went off. I want to say
He's
it
a
was
bitch
about
ass nigga to this day.
like 20 minutes to a half an hour of just, what I'm saying? And that, like, I aspire, I haven't been able to achieve that yet. What you guys achieve as far as being 100% like, transparent. There's a lot of stuff that I leave out of what I do because um it affects other people, and part of it, like some of my people not necessarily didn't agree to sharing some of these stories, so I kind of tiptoe around it, and I aspire to be able to have these conversations in an authentic way. So whatever the case is, so like for instance today, Pat said like, yeah, I really wasn't feeling it today, but I know he said he agreed, like, yeah, you know what, I'll do that. But I think for me listening to it, it was like it might have just been this week, or it might be a month where you just not feeling yourself. And only thing I would say is for each of you guys and me and last call is just consider that um, we never know what everything that somebody's going through. So it may be something else there that you know deserves either a deeper conversation or some understanding, because again, like I could come on here and tell you I had an experience, what I've been experiencing over the last about 6 weeks. I've been dealing with something specific that may help somebody, and I hope to be able to share that in the long run. It may help somebody, but it's a sensitive thing, it's family related. But we're not out of it yet, so I haven't been able to do it. And you guys, when you was going through your situation, when you left the home and all that stuff, like you came on and you was like, listen, here's what I'm going through. And it gives that authenticity, gives people an idea that they can be. A lot of people are skittish about sharing on the internet, or being transparent. It's a lot of acting, it's a lot of characters. And I know we all got names up here, that we present, but I don't get that you guys are putting on characters. And so only thing I would ask is, whatever this is, whatever conversation happens after this, or if nothing else happens after this, that you guys keep that authenticity. And to me, that's what makes you guys who you are, that authenticity and the transparency. And when you disagree when you disagreeing with some about something, y'all do it in real time, and then guess what? Next Saturday, y'all back on here, and y'all talking because y'all able to, as adults, you were able to suss it out and then talk, whether it be behind the scenes or sometimes you just leave something where it is. I'm gonna leave that where it is because we don't need to keep going with it. So that's what I appreciate more. So if I had anything to say, it's not a gripe. I would just say keep, being authentically you, and not necessarily unapologetic because there's gonna be some times where you have to apologize. So just keep being yourself, and then in those moments where you have to, when there's humility involved, you guys have shown that. You know what I'm saying? All three of you guys have shown that being yourself, humility, humor. Um, when you're struggling with something, you can hear it in your voice, you can hear it in your presentation. And even if you don't say it, people can tell that there's something, maybe you're not feeling your best. And that's okay too, because we're not gonna feel 100%. But anyway, I could do this, I could talk for another hour about this because I'm passionate about this type of stuff, but I'll just leave it there.
All right, receive. Last call.
Yo. All right. So I don't want to be long winded here, but there's a few things that were mentioned, So I guess first let me start by just saying I do appreciate being little Mikey Mike, hang on. I do appreciate being here, man, and being in this space with you guys, from the chat room, even just being introduced to you dudes slowly from the chat room to actually being on the panel, meeting a brother from a certain age and all that stuff too, man. Like I said, you guys encourage me to do my own thing, and the support that you guys give me to come up on my thing as well. So I very deeply appreciate that stuff. And I think this is a unique bond between all of us that I certainly appreciate and still kind of feel that I'm on the outskirts of it as well. Like, from what happened today,
You
and
are,
I
bro.
want to say again.
Say nah, you are, bro.
All right, cool. So a little bit about what happened today, but I kind of feel a couple ways about it. I feel like whatever happened today, and we'll visit it in a minute, was kind of a little bit of the tipping point, as you had mentioned, a lot of the other things some of the things that have happened in previous podcasts, like you feel like it's getting too sensitive. People calling you out or just being called out on stuff is maybe hitting a point where it's annoying now, and you don't want to run that sort of environment. You basically don't want to be walking on eggshells at all. And I could get that this is your thing. You've created it. You've created a platform and all that stuff too. You want it to be a certain way because you want it to be therapeutic, just like all of us want it to be that as well. My part of it, and like I say, I do try to be very careful, as comfortable as I am with you guys, because even the thing last week with Pat, we kind of did that thing with the I don't want to call it a purse, the bag kind of thing. We had big jokes on it, over a year ago and stuff like that. And even that time, I felt like, well, I can't go that deep. I don't know the guy that well. And then at any minute, he could tell me to F off or whatever the deal is. So even when it kind of came up, it came up a couple times as a fun thing. This is what we do. And, kind of make fun of Pat of that little thing that seems to be funny about it. But then, we got a little too real sort of deal. And then I kind of had to check myself like, well, I'm not that deep with these guys. So I can't even, I got to apologize just for being part of that sort of deal, And that's kind of how I feel on the outskirts of it. Fast forward a little bit for tonight. I feel partly, I don't know. I mean, even when I go to bed, I'm going to be thinking about this over and over again of what I said, if it just came out wrong, if it was too strict or whatever, if it was too strong, built on the previous incidents that happened on here also. Because I'll tell you, all I thought was this, and maybe it just came out in a rush or maybe too soon. Because when I started hearing the comments like, "Oh, the gloves are off," this, that, the other things that you made, I was like, "Well, I didn't feel like it was that serious." Like, you were asking what the deal was. Pat did his thing. You were kind of on Pat a little before that because, it took him a while to get it out. what he was doing, speaking. You're like, we should put this on 2 times, blah, blah, blah. So, it kind of started way back then about what the deal was. And so the laughter came where I thought it was this presentation sort of deal. Nobody else was really, lack of a better word, feeding into what you thought was the comedy at the time of it. I don't think it was a divide in the room or anything like that, but be it right or wrong, and it's your way of things. You were the only person, I think, enjoying the moment, which is fine. I'm not against all of that. I'm not a crusader for anybody, but
Speak freely. Don't hurt me how I feel, please.
Okay, but I thought after all of that, when you're asking like, anybody, what the fuck happened? I was waiting for this elastic to come back to be like, what are we talking about? Because more often than not, I get it, and I like the format. We could talk about one thing. We're supposed to get through a Tiz top 3. We're an hour on one, and not even an hour on one. We're talking about some other shit to have to come back to number 1 to get through the rest of the Tiz top 3. I like that. Because we're just able to talk, and I appreciate that sort of shit. But my analysis, that was all that was when you were asking, so what the fuck is what happened to the room? I think was the sentiment that you were asking. And it was my observation that is what happened to the room. I don't think I was angry with it. I just think I was like, well, this is what happened. Like in my observation, and that seemed to kind of set you off a little bit, talking to you, Tiz, about maybe the way that I said that. And it also made me question the way I said it also, because brother of a certain age also comment on it, like like it was strict. So yeah, I am questioning myself. How did I really say that? Because I didn't necessarily feel any certain way, and it certainly wasn't an attack on you for the way that you've been doing things. I mean, we've been doing great shows for about 3 or 4 weeks together now. I'm talking about on my podcast when you come on, right? And I just didn't feel like what I said in my analysis of that was, I'm being honest. Yeah, I guess that's all I got for now.
100. So I'm going to recap, and then I'll give my take, and then I'll leave it either open to response online, or if anybody wants to continue the conversation online,
Wait. Do me a favor. Wait for 20 seconds. I got to get a hoodie. Give me 20 seconds to go to that other room and come back. All right.
We're going to wait for 20 seconds for last call to get warm. In the middle of this so serious. Oh,
he gonna put on his.
See, this is the dumb shit that I be laughing at, but then I be going, see this.
He gonna go put on that gang attire.
Got it. I'm back. Thank you.
Last call was wearing a hoodie, so he's part of the blood.
All right. Shut up. Oh, okay. All right. So let me recap. First of all, what I heard you say, Pat, you look at the podcast as a therapeutic place to just come, laugh and joke with your friends, have a kind of release from your work week. What I heard you say, Face, is I'm good. What I heard you say, a brother of a certain age, is that y'all we as in the partners need to remain authentic, stay true to ourselves, and like rely on the principles that we started with. And what I heard you say last call is you feel like tonight's issue was a buildup of several issues, and you feel like something in the way that you said what you said was a catalyst to this issue that we're currently talking about right now. Did I hear everybody correctly before I go further? I want to make sure if I misheard somebody or I'm misstating what somebody said, they can correct me now before I actually respond. I want to make sure I'm responding to what people said accurately.
Yeah, I was very long-winded, but yeah, you pretty much said what I could have said in a sentence.
Yes, sir.
Same.
Yes, sir. Last call, Face. Did I accurately represent what y'all said?
Uh,
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
yeah, but I'd also like to add, about my delivery, your opinion of that too, of
Yes, sir.
my.
Your delivery of what you said is the catalyst to what
Okay,
happened.
if you put it in there, okay.
Before
Am I
you go,
am
Tiz,
I understanding what you're saying now? Like it's not just what you said; it's more the delivery of how you said what you said that was the catalyst to how we got here tonight. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that.
Okay, if you're uncomfortable with it, let me know. I'm gonna listen to what a brother of a certain age is about to say, and then if you're uncomfortable with it, correct me so I can make sure I'm actually responding appropriately. Go ahead, a brother of a certain age.
no, I was gonna say the reason why, because last call brought up that even I sensed like the tone, but the reason why I did that is because I want to say like the last time that I was like really chopping it up and not in the clouds just listening, you guys were talking about beating up you know civil rights people. You know what I'm saying? It was, so and it was funny, and I was in the you know what I'm saying, I was I was clutching my herringbone. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
I was
that was
clutching,
funny.
you know what I'm saying, my what's the what's the stuff you color your hair with, just for men's. I was holding my just for men's real tight. Y'all was just going in on crazy, and then with this little bit that Tiz did tonight, it seemed like you were like you know yeah, so that I did get a sense that your tone and how you, but anyway, that's why I wanted to say, because you did sense that I felt a certain way about it, and I did, because I was like, man, the shit that we say over here, or over the shit that we were saying on when you get them Tiz 3 and this, Drake. All right,
Yeah,
good.
yeah. All right. So now that I've accurately understood what everybody said, I'll now respond. So first things first. I'm gonna be long-winded since everybody else was long-winded. I feel like I got that liberty now. So I'm gonna
Nigga, I won't.
you was the only one. But that you're normally against the grain. So I'm not surprised that you were the only one that was, I'm not surprised. Hey, you fit right into face who face is as a
Shit.
I'm
It's
not
what you
mad.
didn't say.
Now what I will say, so it's a couple of things that I'm gonna express here that I wanna express in front of my brothers, but also in front of the viewing public. First off, when we started this podcast, we were starting it off with 4 different principles. The first principle was that we were all 100% in, meaning one third, one third, one third makes the partners. All 3 of us are 100% in. We're 100% into everything that supports the podcast. We want to do this together. Yes, it was my initial idea, but the reason you got the partners instead of Tiz takes or Tiz whatever is because my brothers were like, yeah, we're 100% in with you. We want to do this too. So I'm gonna start there. The other 3 principles was responsibility, authenticity, and integrity. Now, when we started this podcast, it comes off of Zoom conversations we had during the pandemic. These Zoom conversations got raunchy as fuck, got crazy as fuck. We talked shit to each other. We held each other accountable. We had come to Jesus moments. We had moments where we was like, hey man, you got to get your shit together. This how I'm gonna help you. Like we had all of those moments. So it was never a situation of we gonna hide how we talk to each other or we gonna try to sound a certain way or sound professional. However, it is a podcast. So when we started learning more about how to do podcasts, I sent everybody the master class on podcast. I sent everybody the information that I was getting. We all agreed that when we did do something, we was gonna at least try to do it well. Now, I will say this: the lack of professionalism is on my part because I've allowed myself, my brothers, to all fall short on several obligations that we've had over time. And I say that freely. We've all just fallen short on shit that we were supposed to be doing for the podcast that we didn't do. So maybe that's where I allowed that lack of professionalism to slide in. That I'll take that responsibility. However, I am dealing with grown men. We're all grown men, very much so. And I say that not saying that to say I'm about to set it up for an underhanded compliment. I'm saying that to say, like, I know these brothers. I know the responsibility they hold. I know the weight that they carry on a day-to-day basis on a personal level. And I know what they are responsible for every day and that they handle like with flying colors. So I don't take nothing away from the men that my brothers are because they my brothers. But we are all grown men. So if I turn in a video or if I come with a topic, I am expecting everybody to come with their best. What I will say is Face will fall off with the shorts, but Face gonna send me his video for his topic so I can upload it the proper way. He not gonna show me a phone. So when I laugh at certain things, it's not coming from a place of I'm trying to down you. It's coming from a place of, this shit is literally hilarious. Like, nigga, what the fuck are you doing right now? And it's coming from a place of you, my brother. So I'm thinking that I can make this joke and it's not a thing because again, we're grown men. So anything that before now is a thing that you've told me is a thing that don't joke on, I leave it alone. I just learned what last week before last, that Pat was offended by the comments that we was making as far as the bag. I didn't know that before that moment. I'm thinking that that's a joke that we making. But once I know, I won't joke on that no more.
I'll be clear. It's
Oh,
the
okay,
bag. The bag thing is not really what irks me. It's everything around the bag. Like
Mhm.
I don't even give a fuck about the joke
I got
about
it.
the bag.
About the any
It's just
homosexual
everything.
innuendo. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just using it so that people that listen to the podcast got a context for understanding what I'm specifically talking about as far as the joke type. But I feel you. Any homosexual innuendo, Pat don't like it. Faces told me, "Hey, if you clowning my intellect, don't do that shit. What you talking about? We used to argue about grades." So I respect that. But anything outside of that, I'm thinking is free game because we brothers that have joked each other for years. I've been joked on, nigga, you was wilding last night. The fuck are you doing, Tiz? Get your black ass in the car. I was called J Titties in middle school by my brother. Because I was
Titties.
fat and I had titties. The fuck are we talking about?
Wait,
Like,
what?
Titties.
so in middle school, I used to eat like 8 meals a day from elementary school to out early college. The only difference that happened is in high school, I got more into sports. That shit turned into muscle. Before that, though, in middle school, I went through about 2 years where I was fat. I was a chubby kid.
So you had the middies going on.
I'm talking about man titties,
Titties.
You was a
big
you was
C
a
cup.
you was a
Was
little
still getting the bitches, but I mean, my niggas was gonna give me the jokes at the bus stop.
you was a
It
little
was what it was, and I think that's the problem. I think for me, this is my issue. I'm gonna state it here. If if you're a man, you come to me like your brother and have enough respect for our brotherhood to just tell me, hey, from now on, don't joke on this. You don't wait till we get on the podcast and then tell me. And the bitch ass nigga is an outlier because that's a word that now one of us, 3 or 4 or 5 of the buddies have ever called each other. So that was like an outlier. That's an outlier situation. But every other argument or discrepancy we've had on the pod, from Face getting mad and not talking for the rest of the pod to me getting mad and being like, well, I'm gonna just go ahead and let them two run it, to Pat getting mad and you know, hey, I don't like when y'all talk like all of these moments have come from like it's a place of we not talking enough apparently as brothers to just express, hey, I'm here in life. I don't want you to say this. Because at some point, what I don't want to happen is we get to the point where we so censored, we can't even just have conversation because if I do laugh at something, oh Lord, he offended. Let me calm down. Like bitch ass nigga is something to be offended about. Me joking about homosexual innuendo, I got you. But if you come unprepared to the podcast that all three of us have been committed to for 3 years now, and you fuck up a segment, I would think you should joke on me for that. When my videos don't play right, I think the shit is funny. I don't get the sensitivity around that. I don't get the let's censor that. I'm never gonna get that. And if that's gonna be something that's gonna trigger y'all, I'm probably not the person to podcast with. Because I'm going to laugh at most shit if it's funny. Y'all have known this about me for 20 some years. I'm going to make the joke that nobody else is gonna make. I might be the only one laughing. I don't care. It's funny to me. It's funny to me. It was a joke back on Comic View. This dude used to come on and be like, "It's funny to me. It's funny to me." That's me. It's funny to me. I will respect your triggers because I love y'all. Y'all my brothers. I don't want y'all feelings to be hurt. But if you do some shit that is comedy worthy, I'm going to laugh, make jokes, push buttons on this soundboard. I'm gonna do all of that. If you say some wild shit that is pause worthy, I'm gonna hit the whistle every time. Gonna be mad if I miss it. That is who I am. I am the Joe Budden of this shit. I am. I'm cool with being that character. I am for the shooting at each other. I don't care if you make jokes on me. I think the problem is I got a lot of jokes. It's gonna be tough to keep up with me in the joke department. If we can't joke no more, then tell me that. We can run a 60 minutes type pod. And I'll do my joke pod on my own. But at least tell me. Don't have me sitting out here looking like the villain because don't nobody want to speak up and say nothing about themselves. Because I'm gonna tell you what I don't like, and I don't care because y'all my brothers. Like, I don't think that y'all gonna dislike me afterwards. I think that y'all gonna respect what I'm saying, and we're gonna have a talk, and I'm gonna hear y'all side, and we're gonna come to a compromise. But that's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it from a very open, everything is on the table. You, my brothers, ain't like this shit ain't gonna make or break my friendship with y'all. Cause I don't have to do another pod with y'all for the rest of my life, and y'all still gonna be my brothers in my eyes. Like the bro part don't change. So I think for my look at it, everything is on the table for jokes because we podding. I want you to come contrary to sometimes, just because if you, especially if you got evidence, but if you got holes in your argument, I'm gonna poke them shits. Pause. That was crazy.
Yeah, you
My
gonna
bad.
poke that shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I don't know why I said that. My bad.
Poking
But y'all,
holes.
like at the end of the day, like this is a podcast. We supposed to have different perspectives. We supposed to not agree. Sometimes I'm gonna say something and I'm gonna stumble over my words, and that shit gonna be hilarious. I would expect for y'all to joke on it so we can have that moment. Like this a podcast. Like if we was in our normal conversation, you would clown me. So why would you hold back on the podcast? I don't give a fuck about these people. We don't have no big viewership. I don't show up every week because we about to have this massive audience that's tuning in. I show up every week because it's my one chance of the week that I know I'm gonna talk to my bros. And I'm gonna talk to y'all like my bros. And outside of the specific things that y'all have told me are triggers, I'm gonna continue to talk to y'all like my bros. If that offends anybody, let me know now. I'm cool with it. I'm not looking at you no less, but I do need to know because up until now, every podcast meet we've had, everybody said, I'm 100% in. No, I'm down. I'm ready. Yeah. So I'm going off of all of these previous conversations. Everything that I do is based off the context that I've received beforehand. It's that pretext that gives me my lead into whatever I'm doing now. The knowledge I have before I say this statement, before I do this action, is based on what I've learned up until that moment. If that information is wrong, then update me, correct me, let me be right. Because I don't want to be wrong. I ain't out here trying to purposefully do stuff. But if I don't know, I'm joking. This shit funny. And then I would also, my last piece, if it is a problem, don't, I'm good. And then be quiet on weird on that damn podcast because the people can hear it and they can sense it. That's why last call could pick up on shit that you was feeling, Pat. He understood. He know us what like these. We don't have but 10 viewers, and all 10 of them know us by now to know when one of us feeling some type of way. So we can't put the wool over people's eyes. We have to be ourselves. So if you feeling something, then say, "Hey man, I don't like that." Just say that. That sentence changes everything. Rather than I'm good and I'm over here enjoying the fuck out of myself and somebody over there hurt. That's stupid.
I,
The
I
same
just,
way, and I use myself as the example because I don't ever want to act like I'm telling people to do shit that I won't do. The same way when Faye said something to me and it crossed the line to me, I just told him in the moment, "Hey man, I'd like to have a conversation with you. Like this ain't us. What's happening?" Like I'm gonna call it out because I ain't gonna leave it to fester and become some because I ain't Joe Budden and Rory and Mal. This ain't just a podcast. Y'all my brothers. Like this is my this is my real life. I love y'all outside of this bullshit ass podcast.
well,
And I
I
love the
didn't
podcast that much.
when
This is my passion.
you said
But at
that
the end of the day,
it was funny
y'all my
or
bros.
pissed off, or I didn't know if you what you were saying with this shit was funny. Was you pissed off or and just going at it sarcastically, or you were just really actually laughing at my performance? If it was just if I
Always
knew that,
funny jokes and sarcasm with
I
me.
would
It's
just kept
never
going.
serious. It's
So I
never
wasn't sure if
I'm
I
mad at you unless
so
I say, "Hey man, hey, I don't like that." Like yeah, like this the shit that pissed me off. This is the part that pissed me off when y'all do this. Y'all act like y'all don't know me. I've never been pissed at you and not told you, Pat, to your face in real time.
but I
Every
mean
one of my friends, every
it
one of
really
my friends, every single one of my friends, I have challenged to a fade at some point if you want to get it off your chest. Not because I want to fight any one of my friends, because all my friends can fight, but because I understand it's not that deep. It is just this argument over this thing, and we will be fine tomorrow because I love you. Like unconditionally. It's really nothing you could do to make me not be your bro. So at this point, it's just a matter of this argument that we having. How do we solve it? Is it a I change some? Is it a you change some? Is it a we fight? Is it a we argue this out some more? Is it a, you just want to get it off your chest? Like what is the solution? And let's get to that. Is my angle at all times. Because at the end of the day, we're not gonna not be friends. We're not gonna not be brothers. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up and the same five brothers I've had for 20 some years are going to be my five brothers I have today. And that's my outlook every day in life when it comes to my friends. So no matter the argument we have, like how do we get to the solution of the argument? And me and Face have almost come to blows before over it. Like this ain't new to me and Face. I think that's why me and Face. That's why Face ain't like we know this. Like, all right, man, this shit ain't that deep. But me and you have had a very different relationship of it's been a lot of coddling on your end to me and enabling, but not speaking up. So at this point, we grown. I need you to speak up. I need you to tell me, hey, bro, I'm done with that. Or joke back or clown, like whatever the case may be that makes you feel resolved. Let me know what that resolution is so we can do that in the moment instead of having these weird moments where shit fester and then you act weird.
I mean when you
I
said
pick up on
it was funny, I was trying to fill out, okay, is he
don't
mad
try to
or
fill out. Ask the question. I think that's the problem with people. We've gotten to a place of we're trying to feel. Let's see what they do. No, ask the question. Just be direct. Ain't nothing wrong with being direct. That don't make you a bad person or like you aggressive. It makes you a person that's trying to get to an understanding. Hey, what you doing that for? What you really laughing at? And I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna walk you through my whole joke, the whole thing that make me laugh. I got you, cause I'm a visual laugher. Everything I'm laughing at, I see it. It's funny as fuck to me because I see it. It's happening right now. But I think the comfort thing is we have to be comfortable speaking up. I'm glad last call to get to last call statement. I'm glad last call spoke up and said what he was seeing because that lets me know what the average person is picking up on, what vibe they picking up on. Why are they picking up on this vibe? Oh, it's because there's some unspoken shit here. Let's speak on it then.
Can I
Let's
can I add into that for a sec? Just
Yes,
because
sir.
in that too.
Yes, sir.
I know you said just tell me. Would you? And I'm asking. Do you think 100% that in that moment you'd be uh willing to accept that question? Because
Yes.
I think sometimes when you're met with things like that, for lack of better words, you take it to the next level versus, yeah. So what? I don't think you really come off of that because the joke is snowballing for you.
For
So,
me,
that,
go
do
ahead.
you
I'm sorry.
think that if Pat was like, "What are you laughing at?" or whatever the deal is, that you would take that position seriously at that time?
Yes. Because again, it's gonna be based off of his tone. If he's coming in like, "Hey man, what the fuck is you laughing at?" I'm gonna take it as we still joking. I'm gonna continue to joke. But if Pat come in like, "Hey man, why you laughing? What's funny?" I'm gonna hear his tone and adjust. Because again, I'm not a cold-hearted person. I just have a very cold sense of humor. I don't mind laughing at things that are dark. I don't mind laughing at things that are not conventional. I don't like that's my sense of humor. I understand that's not average. I get that. But I'm also very comfortable in my skin. Like anything that I'm doing or saying, I'm very comfortable standing on 10 toes. When I didn't want to debate with D Darrell, I pulled up to his live stream mid of him trying to talk shit. No, hey, let's address this right here.
I
I'm
remember
very
that.
straightforward. I'm very head on with my approach in everything in life. That is my detriment and my exceptionality. Everybody ain't gonna like it, but the people who know me know that I'm going to come for the problem. You said it's a problem. Let me come talk to you about that problem. What's the problem? How do we solve it? What's the deal? If I disagree, I'm gonna tell you I disagree and I don't think that you're valid. And we can argue and we can then present evidence because I'm a scientist. My grant to go to college, the reason I was able to go to college in the first place was all for science. It was all biology. I'm a scientist. I'm a person that believes in the scientific method. Present your evidence, and whoever's evidence is heavier, you win. And I either learn something or I teach you something. Either way, we come away winning.
And let me
So
just
when it
piggyback
comes
on
to
that
my
real
my
quick. Let me
friends,
get you.
especially real quick, brother.
Yep.
I'm sorry, and then you got the floor after this. When it comes to my brothers, my brother Face, the reason me and his dynamic is very quick to rebound is because again, he's probably known me the longest out of every friend. He knows me the best. He's watched me evolve and still be the same person. I've evolved in my behaviors, my likes, my dislikes, my ability to express myself, my all of these things, but I'm still the same guy. I haven't changed who I am. I'm still goofy. I'm still going to find the humor in things. I'm still going to be willing to stand on whatever I said because I said it. And I'm cool with it. And if I was wrong, I'm cool with backtrack. Hey, you know what? I found new information. I was wrong. Like I don't have shame. We was talking a couple weeks ago about shame. I don't have that thing that makes you feel like bad for being wrong or bad for I'm just what I am, and what I am is what I am, and I'm gonna stand on that at all moments. And if you ask me something and you present some new information to me and it makes me change my opinion, I'm gonna stand on that. Hey, I was wrong. Hey, you know what? I ain't know I did that. My bad. I ain't mean to hurt you. But if I feel I was right in what I said, hey, I'm sorry that you were hurt, but I mean what I said. I don't feel I was wrong. And we can then agree to disagree or go however you feel after that, and we can go from there with the conversation. But I'm very straightforward to everything. So there's no you saying in the moment, hey, I don't like that, and then me just glossing over. No, hold on. Let me what you say? My bad. That's why when you said what you said, it wasn't even a direct thing of something happened to you. You observed something. Let me give credence to that because you observed it from a real place. Let me give credence to that. Let me give space for that to breathe because if you observed it, something was happening. I also felt it. Let's address it because that means if two or more agree, we have in church. So who's the third party that needs to be? Let's ask him how he feels. Let me get his perspective. Like, let's have the conversation. Like, let's not avoid it. Let's not sweep it under the rug. And I'm complete. Brother of a certain age, you got the floor.
No, I was gonna say,
Last call
and
if you want to respond.
and just to piggyback off of that too, when you I find for me it's helpful when I'm communicating with somebody that allow them to whatever they feel in that moment, allow them to feel what they feel. You don't, and like you said, you said, you felt something and you could see that it was, you didn't use the word trigger, but you see it trigger something in him that he responded, but you didn't invalidate him. You said, okay, let's talk about it. And even if you guys, so if you guys are debating or whatever, or you guys are having an argument, doesn't mean that later on you can't revisit it, the point of view after the conversation. Because I get the feeling everybody up here is the type of person that in the moment, whether it's heated, whether it's passionate, whatever the case is, in the moment you may have a perspective because you're dealing with that thing right there, right now. But I think that all of us have shown the ability to kind of, all right, that's done, process that, come back later and be like, yeah, you know what? In that moment I felt this way, but
The
now that
reason y'all know us the way you know us.
now on second thought, you know what? We're gonna revisit that on the show. Last show we had this conversation and we did this and you don't leave people hanging as to because when you got a couple of times you guys went off air. And one time in particular, I emailed you this. I was like, yo,
Yes, sir.
yeah, give me a call because I was like, but that part of that was me knowing the value of friendship because as you get older, you have these friends passing and, not here or moving away or whatever as you get older or just in general because life happens. You have these things. And I know the value of like a real friendship and brotherhood. So I was like, whoa, let me just check in because I want to make sure this is not that. You were reassuring me like, this not that. We had something, we talk, and that's how we move. But, a lot of it is, when you guys, people are not used to that. You get part of this goes along with the theme of the show. You guys, at some point, you were talking about these podcasts where people went their separate ways.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it probably could have been solved. First of all, business wise, when when these guys are business partners and not real friends, that's problematic. But a lot of it is just men having conversations and, you're allowed to feel how you're going to feel. And then let's look at what's actually going on. And then we're able to come back because we brothers. And that's the most important thing.
Yes.
So the most important thing is, and again, I know you call us the fourth and the fifth partner, but me and last call are kind of on outside, and the fact that you validated that he was feeling a certain kind of way and you wanted to address it, that brought him in. That said, nah, you a brother. I felt something. Let's talk about it. And I'm saying these are little things that people may not pick up on, but these are important things for people. When you build in relationships, it's important to be able to have this communication and then not just leave it there where for a week, because say you're not going to podcast for a week. Last call ain't going to come on till Friday. Shit, I'm not going to be on for another, I may be a month in between my next stream. So you left with like, what did that mean? Mm-hmm. Nah, you handle it right there, right then, and you give the opportunity for people to talk. And that, I think that's important. And I just wanted to say that.
Absolutely. Thank you. Last call, you got the floor, and then Face and Pat. I feel like y'all should have the final words before I put a bow on this thing.
Okay. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not sure what I'm responding to here. Is it the whole thing of what you said to my initial statement or just in
I was
general or what?
giving you floor if you did have a response to give it, or if you had something to say after my response to
Okay.
reflect. Like at this point now, everybody said what they said. I responded, and then I'm now giving space for everybody to express their follow up thoughts after my response, so I don't end it
Gotcha.
with just my voice. You know what I'm saying? I want to
Gotcha.
make sure everybody have a place to say what they got to say.
Okay. So one thing again is to clarify because like you, I'm critical of, I think I could somewhat be articulate. I think I could carry a conversation. I'd like to say that I'm aware of how I communicate, but
Okay.
something happened tonight that doesn't feel consistent with the way that I feel that I come across to others. I mean, I was damn near called out on it. And this is not even so much directed towards you or this, Tiz. I just want to know, it could be now, it could be another time.
Yes, sir.
Just your perception on that and maybe even a little bit of feedback on, how you perceived. And again, my take on that is there was silence. There seemed to be some discomfort. I'm not the type of person, just like you, to not express myself on my opinions and whatnot. If you invite me to do it, I sure as hell am going to do it. I might not offer at the time, but it's there, it's loaded, So again, my statement really didn't come out of a certain frustration of how things were and whatnot. Your question, I thought, to the panel was, what the fuck happened? What am I not seeing over here? And well, that's my chicken.
That ain't no chicken. He stepped too far. That's his bracelet. He walked too far away from the house with on his bracelet.
It could be that too.
His parole officer coming right now. He stepped too far away from the house.
Running back to the house.
Beep, beep, beep.
Last call in the halfway house. So
But that was you're stupid. You're stupid. Maybe it was your life alert.
Ain't laugh call. It's laugh call. Oh shit, man, that's a good one. Life alert is hey, you got to get this out. That was quick. God damn, I ain't even have a chance to react to your shit before he came.
Wait. Hold on. Let me get my last call on. I'm not sure where that came from. I don't see why that was necessary. I don't understand that.
Who is this?
He's taking shots at age, and I don't think that's appropriate for the Podnas show.
That's you. That's you. Oh my god!
My final thought be so amazing. Keep going,
off of a beep, for Christ's sake.
Hey man, it don't take much with this crowd, man.
Jesus Christ.
You know where you at.
I don't even know what I was saying.
It's Sugar's low. Last call, Sugar's low. Get some orange juice.
Listen to this motherfucker. All right, hypertension.
The diabetic
That nigga said hypertension.
Hey, look, let's just establish this. You, a brother of a certain age, and Face are all three on your last leg. Now go ahead and finish your statement.
Yeah, look, I can't argue with that.
High glucose ass nickel.
What's that? Look at you. You are 6 foot of glob. All right. Don't.
Hey Pat, just sit back and listen to this as the young men of the conversation.
I'm just being entertained. I'm just in the background being entertained.
Old ass nigga.
All right. I'd try to get back to it. Damn, it's getting back with you guys.
He just calls us them two Muppets, them old Muppets on the balcony from the Muppets.
Oh, I love those guys, by the way. That's exactly. I love those dudes.
That's fucked up.
I'm trying. All right,
how many times you gotta tell you, old man?
I used to know their names.
You know how my brain worked? I done already assigned each of them to the Muppet that would be them. So that's
You
the,
know what? That would
that's
be
the
a
fucked up
great.
part of my brain. Like I'm already seeing it.
If we ever do a podcast or whatever, that is the thumbnail.
Yo,
That is
let
the
me go. I'm gonna get in my
thumbnail right
AI. I'm
there.
gonna get on
What
my
you say?
AI game.
The grumpy old men, the grumpy
Yeah,
old men podcast.
I think one is
We just
Stetler
sit there and complain about shit for an hour.
and Witherspoon. Dude, I like that. That is a concept. I'm not even mad at that.
Hey man, don't get me started because you know I'm ready to complain.
Let me
I
get on that
can
AI. Let me get on that AI for that.
do that, man.
Hey yo,
Stetler and
the script they do off of
something.
that would be hilarious. All three of us sit there like Avengers and just come in just, hey man, look, this some bullshit this week.
But we need a theme though. Instead of the Avengers theme, we probably need that Sanford and Son theme. That
No
boom, boom,
Avengers,
boom,
dude.
Not,
That's good.
we
Look at you with
definitely
the ideas.
music as music. It gotta be some old juke joint. Where them fans at? Where them fans at?
Or two old guys on a porch.
Whoa, I got my boots on the ground.
That's fucked up.
And we just come in doing a little line dance in AI. Like y'all fix the AI so our little avatars be doing a little line dance to that.
Hey,
It'd
yo,
really be a
listen, man.
Muppet show.
And
I
we all
came in.
got gray beards
Mm,
with our different haircuts. That's hey man, that's a good time. Hey, about I don't get what you said. That's a good time.
it's fucked up.
You got
I
me.
came,
You
I
got me.
could
You got
Muppet
me.
show
hooked.
from
I'll
the
watch it. I don't know about nobody else, but I'll watch it.
There we go.
You got one viewer.
We
Hilarious.
got one up.
Oh my god.
A brother of a certain age got some fanfare, so
We
we
gotta
get
let
more.
Trez come up with the lyrics to the song.
that's right. I keep forgetting to reach out to the
You
home.
gotta remember Triggs. Hey man, I ain't gonna leave my boy out, man. Hey, shout out to Ray Triggs.
I'll hit him up tomorrow. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, man, we gotta do this thing, man. Hey, look, when I tell you, it's some comedy gold there. You got 4 different types of humor, all seeing the same different topics every week. Oh man, this shit about to be hilarious.
Yeah, we gonna have a good time.
Like everybody's about to think it's funny because no matter who you are, you're gonna have somebody that meet your humor right there. Okay, so to just put a cap on everything, this is what I say. Hold on, Pat. Did you have anything you wanted to say before I?
No, I'm
I didn't
good.
even get
I'm
through
going to
whatever
bed.
the hell
Bye.
I was saying, and I can't even remember what I
Go
was
ahead
saying.
and get through it because I don't want to, but hey man, blame Aboaka. Blame
I
him.
do.
Aboaka did it.
I do. I do. I blame Aboka.
It won't me this time. It won't me this time.
Aboka Shakur.
I'm glad I caught who a Boaca was. Before I said
Yeah,
Boaca.
yeah. That's just chat talk.
Hold on, let me get my phone out and do a presentation real quick.
But,
Oh shit, Pat! You gonna take that?
yo, you
Gonna
stupid.
take that?
Hell, nigga.
I was joking on myself,
Hey, look.
Boaca. Goddamn, I didn't know what
Can I just
I
say
didn't
this?
know what the fuck they were talking
Can I
about
just
until I
say
looked
this?
at your name.
Aboaka, you are definitely who I am in like 10 years. Like, you get it. You get
Damn.
it. Like on the real deal, you understand me in more ways than you probably realize. Like I appreciate you because sometimes the things you say be right on. I'd be like, damn, I was about to say that, but he got it. Okay. Somebody else knows. I ain't
Well,
tripping. This joke is here.
Aboka.
It's just sitting there. It's just sitting there floating in the air. Ain't nobody else gonna pick it up. Well, shit.
listen, man. But on some real shit, you guys created the atmosphere for us to have fun. If your show was straight laced, like, look, I don't want to hear none of that shit, I would conform to what you guys
I
do.
would die.
No, I'm just saying I would conform to what you guys do. I do.
Look, I'm an introvert. I'm a pure introvert. When I get off of these podcasts, I'm exhausted.
Yeah, me
When
too.
I say exhausted, like I am worn out. Like I just worked a 12-hour shift.
When
like it's ridiculous.
I tell
So,
people that shit is
I
exhausting.
gotta have fun on this shit. Like, and it has to be in a way where I don't feel constrained. I can't feel like I'm sitting here. Like if I feel like I gotta be on, then I'm just at work.
I
And I
haven't
think
got
that's
to
what Pat was speaking to earlier. Like that feeling of I'm just still on. I gotta
that.
say it like this. I gotta yeah, let's eliminate that. Because at the end of the day, like, yes, this is my vision, but this was me and my brother's podcast. We all three wanted to do this. So I wanted to be fun. It needs to feel like you can pull up, say what you want to say, you can talk shit, you can cuss a motherfucker out, and it all be accepted. I don't want this to feel like the place where you come and you got to be censored or worry about how somebody gonna take what you say. Like, just say it. If somebody feel away, then they need to say it. Like, just let's just have these conversations. Like, people tiptoe around these conversations every day in real life, and we do this all day for our boss, for our coworkers, for the whoever. Like, let's not do that here. And that's my point. Let's if we feel offended, let's say it. Because here you can't get fired. You can't get in trouble. The only thing that can happen is somebody better understand you. And that's always a blessing as a black man. Because most of the time you're gonna walk through life where people don't. Like this is a place where you can get that understanding. I may not agree, but I can understand you as my brother. And even if I don't agree, I can respect your boundaries as my brother. But we gotta have these conversations, and that's my point. I don't want to ever get to the point where we so tied up in like trying to say things a certain way, or we so hey, well, I ain't like that because you said that I was not. I didn't say this the right way, nigga. Please clown me if I get to stumbling. If the words trip over my tongue, please laugh at me to no end. I want a full soundboard. I want all the clownings. Like that's funny. We can't just skip over funny. Like at the end of the day, we just bros tripping out in the barbershop. In the barbershop, don't nobody tell me to shut up unless I go over the line. If I go over the line, call me on it so I can get back across the line and we can continue this tomfoolery and bullshit. We got 10 people that will give us their ear every week at the most. Let's just have fun with this. That's my point. That's my final thought. Let's have fun with this. Let this be the space where you can say the thing that you can't say in somebody else's chat. If you offend somebody, say you offended, and then let the other people respect you enough to not offend you no more. Give people a chance instead of just assuming, well, it don't matter because I mean, no, say that shit. Stop the whole conversation. Because this our podcast. We ain't got shit else to do but talk. Sometimes these conversations needed to be heard because maybe Math Hoffa don't lose his podcast and keep losing people off his thing if he heard us talk about our shit. Maybe if he heard how real men actually interact when it's a problem. Maybe if they heard how real men set boundaries and respect each other's boundaries through that process and still remain authentic to themselves. Maybe if more men heard this, maybe we don't get the problems that we kind of keep coming here complaining about every week on the podcast. Because a lot of it starts with that. It's our inability to speak on our own behalf, and it's our inability to actually accept feedback on our own behalf. If you tell me I'm hurting your feelings, I should be able to accept that without feeling offended. You just told me I hurt your feelings. I should have enough human compassion to say, let me stop. Let me not go forward. What's wrong? How did I hurt your feelings? What did I do? Okay, so that specific thing is the thing. I got you. You won't have to deal with that no more. And we move on. And we still have a good conversation and enjoy each other and laugh and joke and clown each other and all that. But we got to be comfortable with these conversations. And I push more men to after this conversation. If you heard us have this conversation as men tonight, call your brother that you ain't been trying to talk to for the past 3 weeks, and go ahead and have that conversation with him. Let him know how you felt when he came to your house and he did this, that, and the third. Call your uncle, call your grandpa, call your whoever, and have these conversations. Like as men, we got to stop, for one, being so sensitive that we can't take feedback, but for two, being so concerned about people being sensitive that we don't actually express ourselves when we hurt. I need Pat to tell me, hey, I don't like when you talk to me like that. So I can stop talking to him like that. What the fuck? This shit is common sense, guys. And I need my guys to get on this movement of just have the conversation that need to be had so you and your brothers can save your brotherhood. Because that business, that podcast, that that trip, that wedding, that reception, that whatever thing you planning together as brothers is not more important than your brotherhood. You got to stay brothers to make anything else happen. I need my brothers. I need for Pat to be able to call me when he's hurting, and it ain't because of me, and he just be able to express. I need him to have that safe space because that's gonna save him, and he gonna be able to save another brother because he's whole because he had that safe place to unload. I need that safe place for me to be able to call Face or Pat, and me to be able to express myself. So when the next brother come to me and he express it, I can have capacity to accept that and help him. Otherwise, I'm already overloaded. We need them spaces. So we got to keep these lines of communication open. And yeah, y'all see how to support at the bottom of the screen. Pat, if they want to continue these conversations with us outside of this, how can they do it?
At sign THEPODNAS. That's all of our social medias, except for Facebook. That's Tis Face Pat are the partners, but at sign THEPODNAS. That's the Instagram, the TikTok, the X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Blue Sky, all of them, pretty much. At sign THEPODNAS.
And if
Did I-
y'all want merch, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was like, did the audio go out? No man. Go ahead.
If y'all want some merch, go to artreclothing.com, artreclothing.com. Just go to Artre Clothing on Google if you can't figure it out. That's ARTRE clothing. We can't spell clothing for you because Face gets mad at us. So we gotta just let you figure that out on your own. But if you're too dumb to spell clothing, you're probably too dumb to afford whatever we got. So if you're not, go get the merch. And then, go to all them websites that Pat gave you if you want to holler at us and support at the bottom of the screen. It's been the Podnas. We just three friends having conversations every week that you can join in on. For anybody, let me just wrap this conversation up with a bow. For anybody that ever wondered, I'm gonna get angry at my brother sometime. Sometime my brother's gonna get angry at me, and vice versa, amongst all five of us. But no, we still brothers at the end of it. There is no math hopper. We can't pay the light bill. We at our house. We good. There is no Joe Budden, Roy Mal. The business is fucked up. We don't make no money anyway. There is no what can I think? Adam 22. Hey, we got a bunch of turmoil at no, none of that. We gonna argue, but we love each other. And at the end of the day, it's always coming from a place of ultimate respect. These my bros. I'm their bro. Find your bros, get with them, and make sure that shit tight. And if y'all having difficulty having conversations, holler at your boy offline. I'm actually learning more about having conversations, so I'm good at having difficult conversations. Hit me up. Otherwise, I've been 1/3 of the partner. It's been your boy Tiz, and I've been along with.
It's the other third of the partners. It's the Padawan here. The other third of the partners, Faith, he was here, but he got sleepy. So yeah. he
Either sleepy or daddy duties. I'm not really sure from that
probably
message,
both.
but he got a newborn. So anybody who has a newborn and a young child, y'all know sleep is So whatever he doing, I hope he getting rest. God bless him.
I saw a stat that says y'all people that have newborns lose like 3,000 hours of sleep or something like that. I have to look it up again.
That is a fact. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can take that to the bank. And we've also been along with tonight. Let's call a brother of a certain age. This is y'all.
I know I'm trying to be a gentleman and let the age before beauty.
Even at that.
He doesn't want us.
Did you check with your parole officer? He let you get up here.
That's racist. That is racist, sir.
It's after 9 o'clock. Are you allowed to get
How
up
you gonna censor our conversation and you and brother of a certain age have been shooting at each other off the hip all night? I just want to point that out there. Like the major shots have been between these two. And we
I don't even know why. I'm just a peaceful guy. Oh, look, he got mad and he ran off. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Last call. Where can we find you?
Say again?
Tell us anything you want to tell us before we get out there.
This has been Last Call, hanging in with the partners. Very grateful. Glad to be here. Thank you, guys. And Pat and Face, feel free to jump over to my live anytime.
Please come on over, man. We be on there Fridays at 9 o'clock. Yo, come on through. Come through. It's dope.
You bastards. Tiz is there every week.
Jumping. Yeah, I'm faithful. I'm
and not only is Tiz there, he participates and he has a Tiz top 3. He's going global with it. All right. He's syndicated.
I'm gonna eventually get up there. Last call. I've been taking on extra gigs so I can. My car's in the shop, so I'm waiting on my tax money. So I've been getting on extra gigs to save money to get my shit back. Basically.
All right, we'll be there. We'll be there. Definitely.
Fridays at 9 o'clock. Face Pat. When y'all look at this, Face Pat. Fridays at 9 o'clock. Anybody watching right now? Fridays at 9 o'clock. We be over there last call. So this is basically like, look, if you want to look at it like this, it's basically like a partner podcast. It's like one podcast, but just separated into 2 nights. So like, come over to Last Call podcast.
We get the party started for the weekend.
Friday at 9 o'clock. You get your weekend started. You get your, grab your libations or whatever you need. Popcorn up. We get the conversation started, and then you finish the conversation on Saturday night. Then Sunday you go to church and repent for all the bullshit that you done talked about with us on them Friday and Saturday night.
Word.
Let your lights go.
Man, come through, but it's a dope experience. Last Call is very much curated. He got I love the way he incorporates a bunch of different things that you wouldn't think have anything in common, but they all tie together by the end of the narrative that he's painting. I think that's a really dope way to approach a podcast. It's very unique. Like he'll put like a musical thing, something about a current event, and then like a random life topic, and they all tie in at the end. And you at the beginning, you like, what the fuck is this thumbnail for? Who is this nigga?
It's exactly what we do. It's exactly what we did.
All in, and by the end of it, you done got a new song that you like. You done got a topic from the current events that you done learn more about, and you done got like some random information about life that just makes you a better person. So it's a good time. If you got time, come on over. He be rocking it. So yeah.
Appreciate
brother of a certain age too, man. He goes live or does his podcast about once every 6 months. But when he does go live and he does do a podcast, it's usually like really profound. He usually like, I will say this, he's like the J. Cole of this shit. Like it's gonna take him a minute to give you an album, but when he gives you an album, it's gonna be great substance. He gonna give you something to eat. He not gonna waste your time with it.
Appreciate it.
I want well thought out. He has a really planned out like way of moving you and progressing you through his topic, and his topic is usually something that's very important to our culture. So if you love Black folk, make sure you subscribe to both of these channels. Dope podcasts, dope conversations being had, and as you see, they are the 2 people that we, as 3 very strong-minded individuals, as bros, we actually slow down and listen to them. So if we listen to them, y'all need to too. So holler at them. Brother of a certain age, last call. This has been the Partners. We love y'all motherfuckers, man. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. So we about this thing, man.
Peace. Thank you very much.
Y'all have a great week. And
Yeah, I think we were gonna break up, but it's never gonna happen, bitch.
Wicked.
We out.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Who the fuck you think you fucking with? I'm the fucking boss.
Bye.